Hello everyone, Michael here for Newdeath Gaming. Welcome back to Eldrum Red Tide. I've had the most pleasurable, wonderful experience with Eldrum. It is absolutely a fantastic game. I know you've heard me say that many times, and I'm going to state it again. This is what happens when a developer deeply cares about the finished end product of their particular game that they create. This is where you can hear beauty sculpting on a intricate level, a story, UI, interface, settings, sound, ambience, atmospherics, sound effects, inventory, extensive, exhaustive accessibility testing and integration. Interface, links, Discord community. Yes, this is what we are looking for in the blind and visually impaired community. This is the penultimate level of creating an RPG. Added to this beauty, which is Eldrum Red Tide, will be our wonderful and awesome and generous MyNoise. That is MyNoise BBA, which you could find in my description. Please swing by, pick up the app. They have many free elements, and there are also some elements that you can purchase for yourself. Live, work, play, content create. MyNoise makes all of these things possible in a very awesome, generous way. Don't forget to rate Eldrum Red Tide, MyNoise, and other apps that I use to play RPGs as high as you can in the App Store. Remember, we can't do it by ourselves, as I remember discussing on a panel interview I just recently had. Can't wait for that to come out. I was on a panel interview with Liam Irving and Jesse Anderson, along with Aaron Spelker. And that interview will be coming out very soon, but I think I remember the most thought-provoking comment that I heard from all the panel interviewees and from Aaron, but from Leon, I remember him saying something very important. We can't do it alone, but together we can do it. And I remember one of the comments I've had since the very beginning of starting YouTube was from Jesse Anderson, which is that developers, they have to also support themselves if they're going to create the wonderful work that they do. And this is surely a sign that developers are working with us, the blind and visually impaired gaming community, to create things like this. We're testing, we're getting involved, we're showing love, and we're treating developers with love, with kindness. And we're not being demanding and needy, but we're also just communicating, reaching out to them. Today we're going to have a nice, lovely 2-hour-long episode to make up for this week. I know I was supposed to get an episode out on Thursday, but unfortunately, Christmas shopping. And that's not unfortunate, but Christmas shopping, spending time with my lovely, wonderful girlfriend and my girls, and trying to do what I needed to do to kind of wrap it up. And of course, I have a granddaughter, my lovely first grandchild, and still trying to find out what she wants for Christmas. So I don't know what she wants for Christmas. I'll have to talk to her parents. Of course, she is just a few months old. So yeah, you might want to know, why don't I know? Well, I'll check in with her parents. But Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays to you. Happy day to you. And I hope that everything you're doing is going well. I hope that you are able to find the kindness, love, and place that you need to be at to make your holidays and the end of the year wonderful, memorable. I hope this is the moment where you've realized that you've done it. You've made it this far, and everything's going to be okay. I did a lot of work off camera. I went around a lot of places, got a feel for it, explored, caught some items, and let you hear some of the things that I picked up. I'm not going to spoil every single story element for you because I want you to play this game yourself. But yeah, we're going to get into some adventures, and I'm actually hoping we can level up a little bit. We did buy some items, we got some wood, we got some more torches. We got a little bit of money from selling some weapons, and yes, I do want to mention, yeah, you do get items once you defeat enemies, but you're going to have to swing by the notifications tab. I said that before. Those of you who thought I didn't know that, yeah, I didn't know it at first. I knew it, but I didn't know it. And of course, I do thoroughly have it in my mind that when you defeat an enemy, immediately bring your finger over to the far bottom right corner of your smart device, or if it's on your tablet, depending on if you're in landscape mode or profile mode, bring your finger over to the right corner and you should hear notifications tab. From there, it is so simple. You can hear exactly what's dropped. And in fact, it's much easier that way. You don't have to clear the screen you're on. So in fact, notifications method here is actually extraordinary, exemplary. So just letting you all know, I do make mistakes. I've often said in my Let's Plays, I take my time, I'm slow. I get comments from people that I'm very slow. That's fine. This is who I am. As I've always said, this may not be your cup of tea. A nice, relaxed, drinking coffee Let's Play. There are many other Let's Plays out there in our community. I please ask that you give other content creators a chance. If this isn't your cup of tea, there are others out there that you might enjoy and like better. But I lovingly encourage you to stick with me and give me a chance. There are many gameplays that go by a lot faster with me, but when it comes to something like an Eldrum or an Eldrum Untold, I'm gonna take my time. I wanna explore and enjoy every single aspect of this beautiful, gorgeous game. Today is Sunday. It is 1 week before Christmas in real time. And yeah, it's close. So are you cramming? Are you getting gifts right now? Are you still waiting for those Amazon deliveries? Are you wrapping gifts up? Are you getting everything done last minute? Are you still putting up the tree? Are you chopping your tree down? Whatever your belief systems are, much love and respect to you. And I definitely will talk a little bit more about the recent Christmas party we just had at my apartment. But I'm going to try to get some gameplay started here. Let's check out our notifications tab first.
Quest tab. No notifications. Dim.
Okay,
Button.
I've cleared the notifications tab. We did complete a quest for our brother.
Quest tab. Close
Bring
quest
up the
tab.
quest tab.
Blood is thicker than water. 1 of 2 objectives.
Okay, blood is thicker than water. 1 of 2 objectives have been complete.
The Robert Militia. 1 of 3 objectives.
1 of 3 of the Robert Militia.
Infernal Odyssey. Completed.
Completed the Infernal Odyssey.
Rude Awakening. Completed.
Completed Rude Awakening.
Character tab.
And that is it for my quest. There are 4. I am working really hard on these. I'm going to let you hear some of the items I have.
Character tab. Inventory tab. Close quest tab. Character tab. Inventory. Character tab.
All right, here's my character tab.
Level 4.
Yes, I am level 4 now. Super happy about that. I've been trying to kill everything I can kill.
Experience 530 of 650.
So we're going to level in about another 115 experience points.
Attributes. Heading. Open tooltip. Button. Derivatives. Heading. Open tooltip. Strength. 3.
We have 3 strength. Now I just found out I need a little bit more strength because encumbrance is going to be an issue.
Health. 130/130.
Our health is 130.
Charisma. 1.
We
Protection.
have 1 charisma.
8.
Protection 8.
Resilience. 1.
Resilience 1.
Speed. 1.1.
1.1 for speed.
Agility. 2.
Agility 2. I put a point in agility.
Block chance. 15%.
Block chance is 15% because of, I think, the recent shield that I found. Yes, there are so many weapons scattered around. It's really beneficial to spend time looking around and discovering things.
Perception. 1.
Perception 1.
Encumbrance. 17/24.
Okay, we have a little bit more because we leveled up a little bit. We can hold a lot more, so we have a good 7 points left in encumbrance. Ugh, coffee's so good.
Damage. Heading. Main hand.
All right, let me let you hear what I'm rocking in my weaponry slots.
4. 10 melee. Offhand. 4. 10 melee.
I have a new dagger. It's really cool. It has a hamstring ability, so it can really severely limit the enemy's movement speed so they can't run away, move away.
Offhand. And dash.
I think I have the new shield in my offhand.
Gear. Heading. Head.
My head.
Black cap. Button.
I thought I changed to black cap. Okay, I didn't have enough money. I have the black cap. I'm trying to get the studded helmet. I'm working on that. We'll see if we can get enough money to buy that.
Body. Boiled leather vest. Button.
We have the boiled leather vest, which we originally bought, I do believe, from the River Shrine.
Hands. Wool mittens. Button.
The wool mittens we wind up buying from, I think, one of the vendors in or abouts.
Feet. Light fur boots. Button.
Light fur boots. Yeah, we've always had the light fur boots. It's one of the earlier things we got.
Light fur boots. But accessory.
Here's our accessories.
Shroud of Grief. Button.
We have the shroud. We got that from the city.
Ornament. Empty. Button.
No ornaments.
Main hand. Jagged flint sickle. Button.
Okay, main hand jagged flint sickle. That is my new weapon. It is really cool.
Offhand. Jagged flint sickle. Button.
Let's let you hear its
Jagged flint
damage.
sickle. Hunting bow. Close. Jagged flint sickle. Sharpen flint pieces in a wooden haft. Good enough to cut grain. Good enough to cut throats.
Oh yeah.
Combat action. Hamstring. Button.
And it has hamstring.
4 to 10 melee. Combat
Let me
action.
let you hear what hamstring
button.
does.
Close. Button. Hamstring. 1 action.
It's a 1 action.
2000 advantage.
Requires 2000 advantage.
Strike the enemy in the back of the leg, dealing 150% weapon damage.
Pretty juicy damage.
Effects.
Here's its effects.
Hamstrung.
They become hamstrung.
Reduces speed by 15% and evasion chance minus 10%. Last 3 turns. Stackable.
This can stack. Isn't this beautiful? So I do not know how many stacks, but we will find out today. So lowering their evasion is great for extremely fast enemies like enemy thugs and really fast combatants like animals. And also, what is it also?
Hamstrung. Reduces speed by 15% and evasion chance minus 10%.
It reduces their speed and evasion, which means I'll be attacking more often than they will. So we are definitely going to want to put maximum stacks of hamstrung on any enemy we encounter. And in fact, we're going to want to learn, as I've been getting advice, we're going to want to learn to put our effects on all the enemies on the field that we're capable of putting on. Now, Eldrum has really taken the next step. The battle map is exceptional, and I am also learning that I control everything, so I've got to pay attention to the battlefield elements. I am doing a very poor job of paying attention to what enemies are on the field, and I've been whacked, and I didn't record those, but I was definitely killed a good 5 or 6 times. So if you think this game is easy, you would be incorrect. It is not easy, and that's the way I like it. I'm really happy that this is a harder game. You know, I'm really happy that it makes sense and it's logical. And it always gives you an opportunity to walk away from a situation that you think you can't handle. It doesn't force you. There are some gotcha elements, but they're not gotcha elements that you can't avoid. Almost every time, if you hear there's 6 guys standing there with brandishing weapons and spitting on the ground in front of your face, that's a good idea to go back the other way. You're not ready for that unless you have your brother or you have help. Now, if you hear them say, this guy is huge and he carries a giant bloody axe, probably that guy, you're not on his level yet. Wait till you have all of your ducks lined up and then maybe take them on. So yes, I love that Eldrum gives you plenty of opportunities to avoid really bad situations. However, don't forget, you have a save that works instantly, that doesn't require you to go to a city or a shrine or some kind of like nodule of some kind. You can simply just save. And then if you really mess up, you could just be brought right back. So that's the thing about Eldrum. Take advantage of the quick save system. It is amazing. It's just very well refined in every shape of the word, every sense of the word.
Thieves are known to fight dirty, always looking for ways to even out the odds. Fancy techniques don't matter if you fight with honor. Even the master swordsman won't get far if he's hamstrung.
Great. Okay, I gotta say, Eldrum, I love the flavor text of each weapon. By the way, this is probably one of maybe Jordan Key's Path of Adventure. He was one of the first developers that added flavor text to each weapon in text-based adventures. And also, I want to say John Aliff with Beyond the Chiron Gate, adding flavor text and extensive descriptions to planets and systems, are some of the first folks to really put deep description. And also, Jim Totillo in Zombie Exodus and those series has done a mammothly great job of adding extensive, deep, delicious descriptions to everything in what we're hearing and what we're interacting with, and it is very much appreciated. And this is again another game that continues in the long, great tradition of adding extensively accessible descriptions to each and every weapon. So you know exactly what you're getting, you know what you're using, you know what its flavor text is, but this one goes another step. It adds history and lore to the weapon's description. It adds anecdotal facts about how it's used. It adds like that lore about if you're a thief, this is what you do to a very heavily armored troop, or if you are a knight, this is how you handle a scoundrel. So yes, I love it. It's great.
Thieves are known to fight dirty. Reduce it. Hamstrung. Effects. Strike the enemy. 2000 advance. 1 action. Hamstring. Close.
Let's
Button.
close that.
Close.
All right, so that
Button.
is my main hand weapon. It is this blade.
Jagged flint sickle.
Jagged flint sickle.
Sharpened flint pieces. Combat action. Hams. 4 to 10. Encumbrance 2. Slots. Main. Unequip. Button. Hunting bow.
Hunting bow I'm not using.
Jagged flint sickle. Equip. Rusty iron saw.
Rusty iron saw is something you'll just find. Just go out there and look around, you'll find that.
Rusty iron shift.
Rusty iron shift comes from thieves and muggers and people like that.
Rusty pitchfork.
Rusty pitchfork, you'll find that. It's just, you think about where you find things that people use on farms, you'll find that there.
Sharp stick.
Sharp stick, again, just a very simple sharp stick. You'll find that from cutthroats around the open world.
Stone axe.
Stone axe. Now, you'll find this from a barbarian, and I haven't used it yet, but it does have an interesting effect. We might try to use it and see how it works out.
Stone mallet.
Stone mallet is really good. It has a really kind of cool effect that lowers their speed and does a lot of damage.
Wooden cudgel.
Wooden cudgel, again, comes from some thieves, graveyard robbers. I use this for quite some time. I really love it.
Wooden staff.
Wooden staff is given to you for free. I pretty much used it for a short period of time. It's good. It has some good effects. I didn't find it that effective, though.
Weapon. 10. Expanded.
All right, so I have 10 weapons.
Weapon. 10. Wooden staff. Wooden cudgel.
Let's go to our armor.
Rusty iron. Rusty sharp stick. Stone axe. Wooden cudgel. Wooden staff. Wooden staff. 4 to 10 melee damage. Encumbrance 2. Close. Button.
Close that.
Cloak. Level 4. Boiled leather hands. Wool mitten.
Where
feet.
is our...
Light fur boots. Accessory. Shroud
Oh,
of
we
Greed.
covered
Button.
our armor.
Ornament. Empty. Main hand. Jagged flint sickle. Button. Inventory tab. Tab.
Let's go to inventory.
Close inventory tab. Tab. Arrow.
We have
14.
some food. Okay, we have 13 arrows. You'll find arrows on dead bodies, so don't forget to look around on the battlefield.
Hunting bow. Jagged rusty iron saw. Weapon. Armor. Food. Medicine. 1.
Okay,
food.
food.
3. Food.
I've been
3.
finding
Expand.
a
Flask of
lot
pear
of
cider.
food.
2.
So all the alcohol does heal you for a small amount. So if you wanted to know what that does,
Jug of mead.
I found some jugs of mead. They're really cool. They heal a little bit more than the pear cider.
Jug of moonshine. 5.
Jug of Moonshine's really good, really easy to find. You definitely want to stock up on this because we're not being forced to pay for the amount of encumbrance we are carrying. I can afford to be carrying around more booze than a drunken master. So this is really cool. I do believe for realism though, we might want to add the fact that we should limit the amount that a character can carry and maybe open up maybe a bank. Maybe perhaps we could take advantage of our iron chest. I think if we want to add more longevity to this game, let's make it so that we do have encumbrance, overall encumbrance, and that forces the player to go back and put their items into storage and to put them into a safe place. So I'd like to have that happen. I'd like to have overall encumbrance. I think that really helps add to the game.
Weapon. 11. Collapse. Armor. 10. Collapse. Food. 3. Expanded. Medicine. 1. Collapse.
We have 1 medicine, sanguine potion, which I haven't figured out a way to use it in battle. I guess I'll figure it out.
Tool. 6. Collapse.
We have 6 tools. Let me let you hear my
Tool.
tools.
6. Expand. Bail hook. Bail hook.
Now the bail hook has been very useful and I strongly suggest you get it.
Firewood. 6.
Firewood, you're gonna need that. Make sure you get several of those. They tend to give it to you for free, but you can also purchase it.
Large iron key.
The large art key is gotta have some use. I haven't figured it out yet, but actually I think I did. But yeah, you're gonna wanna grab that.
Lockpick.
Lockpick is given to you if you make friends with Nikita. If you don't kill him, I do believe, he will give you the lockpick once you have woken up from your dream.
Small iron key.
Smart iron key that is just found as you encounter individuals. Like I said, pick up everything, search everything.
Torch.
Torch can be purchased or found.
Weapon 11. Collapse. Armor 10. Food 3. Medicine 1. Tool 6. Treasure 2.
Okay,
Collapse.
treasures are really cool. So one of the newest things that I've noticed in Eldrum is that there are a lot of statues and little trophies that can be found, little baubles and trinkets. Definitely pick them all up. They sell for pretty good amounts of silver and gold. So pick up everything you find.
Scripture 7. Collapse.
Scriptures are the lore, so don't forget to read them all. I haven't read any scriptures during my Let's Plays because it just would make the Let's Plays really, really, really long and a little boring. So read those on your own time.
Character tab.
All right,
tab.
so we're done.
Close. Button. Close.
So now you
Main
know what
menu.
I'm working with, and I'll try to explain what effects do as we play. But we're definitely looking for encounters. I have run up into some hard encounters. There is a group of thieves in one of the cities in the ruins, the one we were in our dream. I can't beat them. There's too many of them. So we're going to have to get stronger before we can take those thieves on. I'm sure they have plenty of weapons we want to steal. Excuse me, not steal, confiscate. We are a bit of a law element. So just so you know, we're not just killing people because we're a murder person. We are lawfully required to remove any thugs and thieves and killers and help people. And morally, we're obligated to help people out. So we will kill anybody that gets in the way. Obviously, if we're overmatched, we will retreat, regroup, and solidify our abilities.
Health points 100. Level 4. Encumbrance 17 of 20. Previous. Goal 13. Previous. Sounds good.
All right, so we were talking to...
I'll let you know if something comes up. Ellipsis.
We've been talking
Use.
to people
Button.
to try to find out more information about our brother. I do believe we're going to go back and make sure nothing's happened in our original starting point.
Map. Button. Character tab. Tab. Map. Button.
Let's go ahead and
Map.
click that map.
Area. Riverside Outpost.
We're at the Riverside Outpost.
Campfire. Current location. Dim.
We were
Button.
at the campfire. We were just talking to exiles.
Infirmary. Button.
We've been by the... I think we're fully healed. So, and by the way, you can go by the infirmary and Riverside Outpost and heal yourself up to full.
Watchtowers. Button.
The watchtowers, you can give the guards some booze and they will give you some information.
Gallows. Button. Riverbank. Button.
Let's go.
Riverside Fort. Button.
There is a special event that can occur if you do it correctly. I'm not going to tell you, but if you do go to the proving ground, you can meet someone who has some significant in your past. So, but don't go there until you're really strong enough. But it's useful. You can get a couple of items, but also there's something more significant you can do there if you go there when you are properly leveled. So you don't need to rush to every single part of the extensive world map. There are some enemies, elements, and things that you're not strong enough to do. So remember, take it slow, take your time.
Proving grounds. Button.
And that's the proving grounds. There are some cool things there you want to check out.
Recenter map. Zoom out. Button. Recenter. Proving grounds. Recenter map. Proving. Riverside Fort. Riverbank. Gallows. Button.
Let's go to the
Gallows. Dim.
gallows.
Gallows.
And we're going to go try to
You are
talk
standing near
to
the gallows in front of Riverside Fort.
our commander.
A frozen corpse dangles overhead. Assign. Talk to the guards. You. Look at the Highland banner. Read the sign. You. Map. Button.
I want to go inside to our barracks.
Map. Area. Riverside up. Infirmary. Watchtowers. Riverbank. Proving grounds. Recenter map. Zoom out. Button. Close map. Zoom
Let's
out.
zoom
Zoom
out.
out.
Trying to
Dim.
go into our
Area.
barracks.
Highlands of Riverside out. Killing Fields. River Shrine. Farmstead. But City Ruins. But Hydrant Bridge. Fenris Woodlands.
Well, it's
Sub-area.
not letting
Button.
us go into our barracks.
Recenter map. Zoom out. Dim. Recenter map. Fenris Woodlands. Sub-area. Button.
Okay, well, there are some woodlands I'm still investigating, which is really cool. I am trying to get some more experience points and get to level 5, which I think would make us strong enough to take on some more bandits in one of the cities. So we're just gonna go ahead and walk around and look for anything that we haven't done.
Hydrant Bridge. Button. City Ruins. Button. Hydrant Bridge. Button.
City ruin.
Fenris Woodlands. Sub-area. Recenter map. Fenris Woodlands. Hydrant Bridge. Button.
Hydrant Bridge.
City Ruins.
City
Button.
Ruins is a good place to go look around.
Farmstead. Button.
Farmstead, we've been there a few times.
River Shrine. Button.
River Shrine is good.
Killing Fields. Button.
We've been to the Killing Fields. There's some things there you want to check out.
Riverside Outpost. Sub-area. Current. Country Road. Button. Area. Highlands of Robert. Area. Highlands of Country Road. Riverside Outpost. Killing Fields. River Shrine. Farmstead. City Ruins. Hydrant Bridge. Fenris Woodlands. Recenter map. Zoom out. Dim. Recenter map.
Let's recenter map.
Area. Riverside Outpost. Gallows. Current locate. Campfire. Button. Riverside Fort. Button. Infirmary. Riverside Fort.
Riverside
Button.
Fort. Let's go
Riverside
there.
Fort. Dim. Riverside Fort. You're standing in the Great Hall of Riverside Fort. The colonel is perched on a wooden throne behind a
there we
sturdy
go.
table.
Riverside
Pater
Fort.
Henrik sits
It's
on a
been a
chair
while
beside
since I
him.
played. It's
The
been a
fire
few
pit is burning.
days. Let's make sure if there's anybody we need to talk to.
Talk to the colonel. Used. Button.
Let's talk to him.
Talk to the colonel.
Have we done
Used.
anything more?
The colonel seems weary. He says, this better be important.
Okay.
I found this journal. Ellipsis.
Oh, great,
Button.
great. We get to turn something in. Let's turn in.
Character tab.
Let's
I
turn in
found
this
this journal. I found this journal.
Ooh,
Ellipsis.
good.
Your brother kept a journal? Color me surprised. What does it say?
All right. We're turning in a journal we found.
Don't know. Haven't read it yet. Character tab. Don't know. Your brother kept a journal? Color me. Don't know. Haven't read it yet. Ellipsis. Button.
Well, we do know what it said. We read it. No, let's just tell
Don't
him.
know. Haven't read it yet. The colonel glares at you. After a few moments of awkward silence, he speaks with a tortured grin. Well, then I suggest you go ahead and read it. Soldier.
All right. I thought we read it already. Okay.
Character tab. Inventory tab. Tab.
All right.
Quest tab. Tab. Notifications. 1. Gain 10 experience. Button.
Let's
Quest tab. Tab.
let's find the.
Quest tab. Tab. Inventory tab. Tab.
Let's
Close
read
inventory
the
tab.
journal. I think
Tab.
we
Arrow.
read the
14.
journal.
Arrow. 14. Jagged flint sick. Rusty iron ship. Medicine. Tool. Sick. Treasure. 2. Collapse.
I thought we read
Scripture.
it.
7.
Let's
Collapse.
go to
Scripture. 7.
scriptures.
Book. Gutter snipe. Heading not found.
There's a lot of books you
Book.
can
Gutter
find.
snipe tact. Book. The Journal of Miriam Barnabas.
All right. I think
Book.
we've read
The Journal
this
of Miriam
already.
Barnabas. This battered notebook contains a variety of texts written by your sister over the years. Read. Button.
Okay, we're gonna read that.
Juvenalia.
All right. Let's go ahead and swipe down and let it
Juvenalia.
read.
I. Purpose. Father tells me that each man and woman must find a purpose in life. Sounds reasonable. He is such a reasonable man. What most people take for granted seems to bring him so much joy. Or peace of mind, rather. Yes, that's what it is. Peace of mind. I sometimes wonder how such a thing is attained. Father claims that peace of mind comes from the possession of purpose. But there is something else. Something in his eyes. As if the presence of peace in this world is a precious commodity. I sometimes imagine that his eyes have seen other ways of this world. Perhaps he walked on shattered bones in broken lands. Kel Barnabas finds peace in order. My father is a beacon of virtue. He takes pride in laughter. Mother tells me that I must worship the great wolf. He is beast and man, first king of the highlands. He waged war on the empire of Nyctopolis. He is chained to the
The
black throne
writing
below
is so
ground.
good.
That is not a reasonable suggestion, yet somehow compelling. No matter how I feel about Fenris, I know that he is real. I wish it weren't so. Mother does not speak of other gods, but I know that a pale king watches from the eyes of rooks and full moon. I know that his 5 kingdom was dreamed by the head of 9 flames. Mother does not speak of those gods, for they are not benevolent. Nirva and Meme are inhuman, yet necessary components of human life, or counterweights to all things we hold dear. A balancing act, this life. And in a cold world there is a God of love. The great wolf guided us from the lost city, for he loves mankind, in more ways than one. Ursula Barnabas finds peace in reduction. My mother never eats more than she needs. Her love is not wasted on the abyss of black storm. God's for me, quite frankly. My purpose in life is now evident. I must compose lyric poetry. I must sing. I must play the harp. I shall become the greatest bard the Highlands have ever known. Aye, world of night. There are many things in life that come without warning. Nightmares. I did not know that such creatures lie dormant in the cloud of sleep. Come nightfall, we close our eyes and sip death. On this orb of clay we lie down and fall prey to dark beasts. 9 years of age I know not what makes a bad dream. From black of night I rise and cry until mother tells me. Aye, song of mischief. We take what's ours from dawn till dusk. And rise by night our flight is luminous. Highlands tremble from each step when hills are trampled by dreams made flesh. Ellipsis. Womanhood. Regrettably, I am no longer a child. There is no more time for childish dreams. Sorrow. She is dead. But my brother is here. I must not hate him for taking her place. Yet my heart is filled with venom. Where do I find the strength? A new purpose. There is poetry in mysticism. I witnessed the baptism of Alec Barnabas in the ocean shrine. And I thought of the ancient druids who settled on the highlands. Guided by the great wolf, they survived cataclysm. There is poetry in divine love. For the great wolf loves us all. On this day I told my father about my newfound purpose in life. I told him that I shall become a monk. Never before have I seen him cry. He said that mother would be proud. Contraction. Navin is the keeper of the ocean shrine. He taught us how to read and write, among other things. Once again, he is my teacher. There is a hidden sanctum behind the stone door. Remember that one must set fire to the cauldron. Water will breathe life into the volcanic sphere. Apocrypha. Keeper Navin tells the same stories that my mother did. But there are so many different
that's
angles.
not how you get
so many
into
different
that
questions.
little
Who are the
room.
old gods? Where did they come from?
We need to get
And
back
from whence
into
came
that
we?
little room.
When did we begin? Ancient fragments are buried among riddles
But
and
I don't know
heresy.
if we could do it
My
now.
calling. I will be a scholar. My words will be winds of change. Keeper Navin is most wise.
Well, that's
but
one
he speaks
thing we
only
could
of
do
that
if
which is
we
known.
replayed.
My words will bring truth to light.
Put fire
Such is the
to
path of
that,
scholars like Friar Milton, who gave
orb.
rise to young gods on Temcurus. Make no mistake, I am grateful to Keeper Navin, for he has taught me well. A letter from the east. A courier showed up at the ocean shrine last month. He asked for me by name and delivered a scroll, refusing to tell me anything about it. Runes garbled by a mystic cipher. Night after night, I struggled to understand its meaning. Finally, it all fell into place. It was a test. The mystic cipher concealed a letter, written by someone who had caught wind of my explications from the Leviathan fragment. Tone amicable, expressing admiration. Somewhat apologetic, lamenting the necessity of secrecy. Professing a desire for friendship. Making promises of revelations, illuminations of a god forgotten. Could it be that a cult of Leviathan exists on Temcurus? Cadmelan. Perhaps I shall die a novice. Because now it is war, and there is no place for anything but bloodshed and prayer. Who are the foreign invaders? The so-called godless Cadmelonians.
I
the
hope
golden
you all
Chimera of
are
Imperial
not
Necropolis.
hating
What is the
Samantha's
meaning of
voice
all
too
this?
much.
When the nomads fled Tundra Barbarous,
tend to
we did not
understand her
understand.
voice the
When the
best.
8 fathoms were annexed by Cadmelan, we still did not understand. The Second Empire, a behemoth with boundless appetite. It devoured Penosa, and we still did not understand. Warships on the horizon. Doom on Temcurus. War on Temcurus.
Our speaking
Cadmelan
rate
is a
is
reflection
60.
of Nyctopolis. Imperial godhood. It's like the second coming of Nemesis Ravenous. Fate moves in cycles. Passage. There is a way out. Vertical scroll bar. 6 pages. 97%. Adjustable. Close. Button.
All right. Thank you. We've now read the entire journal. There's a lot of information here. Definitely, you're going to want to read all your books and journals.
Close. Button. Close.
And
Close.
you can
Button.
2 fingers swipe down or up and it will read the entire thing, which is really gorgeous. The amount of accessibility built into Eldrum Red Tide.
Read. Button. Book. Gutters. Book. The journal. Book. The law of the land. Pamphlet. Necrop. Scroll. Proof of citizen. Scroll. Proof of citizen. Scroll. The journal of Alec Barnabas.
Really,
First page.
this is like your wallet. Really, your quest items here are just like the things you're carrying around, like your identification, your proof of citizenship.
Weapon. 11. Armor. 10.
All right, so
Collapse.
we've read it.
Close. Button. Close.
We've gotten 10
menu.
experience points for turning into the kernel, the journal information.
Notifications. Quest tab. Inventory tab. The kernel glares at you. App. Character tab. The kernel Previous. Your brother. Goal. 13. Previous. The kernel Character tab. Inventory tab. Quest tab. Main menu. Health points 130 up. Level 4. The kernel glares at you. After a few moments of awkward silence, he speaks with a tortured grin. Well, then I suggest you go ahead and read it. Soldier.
All right, I don't know what we need to do after
The kernel glares
that.
at you.
We've read
After
it.
The kernel glares at Character tab. Inventory tab. Previous. Your brother kept it. Previous. Goal. 13. Encumbrance. Level 4. Health point. Main menu. Health point. Level 4. Encumbrance. 17 of 20. Goal. 13.
Okay, I don't know what we need to do after this.
The kernel glares at Character tab. Character tab. The kernel Character tab. Inventory tab. Quest tab.
Do we have
Close quest
anything
tab.
else we need to
Blood is
complete
thicker
here?
than water 1 of 2 objective. The Rover Militia 1 of 3. Infernal Odyssey. Rude Awakening. Character tab.
nothing else there.
Inventory tab. Close quest tab.
Close that.
Main menu. Inventory tab. The kernel glares at you. After a few moments of awkward silence, he speaks. The kernel glares at you. Previous. Your brother kept a journal.
Okay, hitting
Previous. Your brother kept a journal. Previous. Goal. 13. Encumbrance. Level 4. Health points 100. Main menu.
Okay, I'm
Main
gonna
menu.
see if I can
Continue.
save.
New game. Button. Save game. Button.
Let's
Save
save
game.
because I don't know what's going on.
The kernel glares at you. After a few moments of awkward silence, he speaks with a tortured grin. Well, then I suggest you go ahead and read it. Soldier.
All right, so I don't know what to do at this point. I've read it. I read the journal. So what do I do here?
The kernel glares. Character tab. Inventory tab. Quest tab. Notifications. 1. Gain 10 No notifications. Dim.
All right, I hit that.
The kernel glares at you. Previous. Your brother. Goal. 13. Encumbrance. 7. Level 4. Health points 100. Main menu. Health. Level. Goal. Previous. The kernel glares at you. Character tab. Inventory tab. Quest tab. No notifications. All
All right, so
Dim.
I'm stuck.
Button.
I don't get it. So
Quest tab. Inventory tab. Character tab. The kernel glares at you. Previous. Your goal. 13. Encumbrance. 17 of 24. Character tab. Close character tab. Level 4. Experience 500. Attributes. Open tooltip. Derivatives. Heading. Open tooltip.
open
Button.
tooltip. I'm just gonna open.
Attributes define your character. Strength. Charisma. Charisma is a measure.
Alright.
Close. Button.
Let's close that.
Close. Button.
There should be a button for me to come back out of this menu, but for some reason I'm not getting it.
Quest tab. Close quest tab.
I've been in the
Blood is
quest
thicker
tab.
Close. But blood is thicker than water 1 of 2 objectives. The Robert Militia 1 of 3 objectives. Blood is thicker than water 1 of 2 objectives. Blood is thicker than
Okay,
water
is there
1 of 2
something
of your
supposed to do
brother has
here?
gone missing. Quest objective, read your brother's notes.
Okay, read my brother's notes. I got that.
You have obtained the first page of your brother's journal. It may provide some useful information. Quest objective, investigate the disappearance of your brother. Complete. You have obtained the first page of your brother. Quest objective, investigate the disappearance of your brother. Completed.
I completed that.
You have obtained the first page of your brother's journal. It
Okay,
may provide some
maybe I
useful
need
information.
to read this. Okay,
Quest objective, investigate the drunken guardsman of Riverside Outpost told a drunken swordsman is guarding the Alec Barnabas is a soldier, just like you. Perhaps blood is thicker than water 1 of 2 objectives.
I thought I read his notes.
The Robert Militia 1 of 3 Infernal Odyssey completed. A drunken swordsman, the drunken guardsman of quest objective, investigate the disappearance. You have obtained the first page of your brother's journal. It may provide some useful information. You have obtained the first quest objective, read your brother's notes. Quest objective,
Okay,
read your brother's
let me
notes.
find his notes here.
Close quest tab.
Notes.
Inventory tab. Quest tab. No notifications. Dim. Quest. Inventory tab. Character tab. Inventory tab. Close inventory tab. Arrow. Fort. Hunting bow. Jagged stone axe. Stone mallet. Wooden cudgel. Wooden staff. Weapon. 11. Armor. 10. Food. 3. Medicine. 1. Tool. 6. Treasure. 2. Scripture. 7. Collapsed. Character tab. Scripture. 7.
Check out
Scripture.
scriptures.
7. Book. Gutter Snipe Tactics. Book. The Journal of Miriam Barnabas. Book. The Law of the Land. Pamphlet. Necropolis Empira. Scroll. Proof of citizenry. Amended. Scroll. Proof of citizenry. Miriam Barnabas.
Miriam Barnabas.
Scroll. The Journal of Alec Barnabas. First page.
Okay, let's read this.
Scroll. The Journal of Alec Barnabas. Runes have been scrawled on both sides of this
Maybe
weathered
this is
parchment.
what we haven't read to complete our quest.
Read. Button.
Okay, we're gonna read this. Sorry, folks. There's a lot of stuff here I have to read, but I do believe, because this is a 2-hour special, I need some more coffee, so we're gonna walk and read.
Book. Gutters. Read. Button. Read. 7th moon. 438.
All right, let's go ahead and get some more coffee here, because this is some pretty good stuff, and I don't want to give it short shrift.
7th moon.
Gonna swipe down.
438. War's over. Logut is gone. Life will never be the same. Stationed at Riverside Outpost. Branded with the mark of triumph. Brothers down but not out.
Make
Mostly
some
asleep.
coffee here.
Miracle that he's alive. That's what they tell me. I tried to talk to him, but I don't know if he's listening. A red serpent has appeared in the night sky. Doom on Temcuris, or so the saying goes. 8th moon. 438. Brother is still in the infirmary. Haunted by nightmares from the war, it seems. Awake sometimes. But not really. Most days, I'm out on patrol. Things are looking rough all over. What is the world coming to? An end, according to those who worship the sky serpent. Doomsayers. Ellipsis. Been seeing a lot of them lately. No surprise there. End of the world. Ellipsis. Yeah, that seems about right. Got myself a brand new mistress. Her name is Brunhild. Lives by herself in the middle
brother's
of
got a
nowhere.
mistress.
Lost everything in the war. So we got something in common. Good woman. Real tough. Goes out hunting and scavenging. She really ought to cut back on the booze though. It's fun drinking with her, but she takes it too far. Gets to a point where she starts crying about the past. I don't want to hear it. Life is bad enough already. But it's good to have a place to stay when I'm out on patrol. 9th moon. 438. Things are falling apart. War's over. But there's no peace on the highlands. Foreign invaders are gone. But others have taken their place. Outlaws crawling out from under each and every rock. Barbarians coming out of the woodwork. Fortune seekers of all shapes and sizes. They flock to the Golden Plains like vultures. Blades cut them down. Shovels put them in the dirt. The Golden Plains. Who am I kidding? There's no such thing. Killing fields. That's what we call it. Been out here for a while now. Suits me just fine. Keeps me away from Riverside Outpost. Keeps my mind busy. God's willing, my brother will be back on his feet by the time I return. 10th moon. 438. Things are quiet now. Lost track of time out there. Made some new friends. Some of them are dead already. When the dust settled, 5 of us were left standing. Me, Trustin, Armel, Serlo and Wirren. Comrades in arms. Birds of a feather. Bunch of lunatics out for blood. A bond was forged between us on the battlegrounds. And now we're back. Things are slow. Nights are getting darker. Don't think I'll ever get used to life in Riverside Outpost. Guess I shouldn't complain. At least I got a pot to piss in. Got more important things to worry about. Like my brother, Ellipsis. Spend most of my downtime in the infirmary. Trying to take care of him, best that I can. But it's hard to look at him. Withering away, Ellipsis. 11th moon, 438.
Yeah, we were in a
Times are
coma for
desperate.
quite some
Not enough
time.
food to go around. Hunters are afraid to venture into the Valley of Prey. Rumor has it that the Fenris woodlands are haunted. We need more people. But most of them don't have what it takes to be a
Valley of
soldier.
Prey.
No wonder that many turn to a life of crime. Exile is a harsh fate. Faced with starvation, they kill each other for table scraps. My people. A sad sight to behold. Headed for the dungeons or the gallows. Sometimes I gotta put them down like sick dogs. As much as I hate the Doomsayers, there's no denying that they do some good. Better than nothing. Things keep getting worse.
This is gonna be really
The militia ain't what
interesting
it
if
used
we
to be.
do complete
A flood
this
of deserters
quest
is
after
pouring from our
reading
ranks.
this.
Not only are we short on supplies and equipment, soldiers aren't getting paid. The colonel
me.
tells me that we are waiting for a shipment from Woodland Outpost. Until then, our coffers remain empty. The caravan from Woodland Outpost was robbed. And so the wage crisis continues. My brother stays in the infirmary. Still breathing, but not much else. Able to chew his food if someone feeds him. Always something. 12th moon, 438. Been a rough year, to say the least. War, exile, poverty, anarchy, famine. My sister is gone. And my brother too. His wounds may have healed, but his eyes are still empty. Met a woman during the rites of midwinter solstice. Down by the river shrine, the Vestal choir performed a chant of hope and sorrow. And the crowd joined in. It was beautiful. Nightfall. We walked up to ask Menhir where the monks prepared the Hecatomb. For some reason, seeing the sky serpent above Wargrave Cemetery brought me to tears. Ashamed, I abandoned the crowd before the meager sacrifice was concluded. Paid a visit to the graves of my mother and father. And that's where I met Lynn the outcast. She found me in a pitiful state and gave me a shoulder to cry on. And then she gave me more than that. Every cloud has a silver lining. Close. Button.
Okay, our brother has a pretty interesting life.
Close. Button. Close.
Okay.
Close.
That
Button.
did complete a quest. Yay! Yeah. All right, so we did have to read our brother's journal to complete the quest. All right, we're moving the story forward. Thank you all for hanging out with me and listening to that entire story. It was beautifully written. All right, so let's find out what happens next here.
Scroll. The Journal of Alec Barnabas. For close. Button.
Let's go
Close.
talk to the colonel.
Health points 130 of 130.
Let's check our notifications first.
Quest. Notifications. 2. Gain 25 experience. Completed objective. Read your brother's notes. Button.
Woo! We got 25 experience just from doing that. Amazing.
The colonel glares at you. After a few moments of awkward silence, he speaks with a tortured grin. Well, then I suggest you go ahead and read it. Soldier.
I did.
The colonel glares at you. After a few moments of awkward silence, he speaks with a tortured grin. Well, then I suggest you go ahead and read it. Soldier. He mentions a woman called Lynn the outcast. Ellipsis. Button.
Okay.
Character tab.
Let's
he
tell
mentions
him
a woman
about
called
the
Lynn the
woman,
outcast.
Lindsay.
Ellipsis. He mentions a woman called Lynn the outcast.
Lenny.
That's it? Nothing else to go on? Let me take a look. Ellipsis.
Well, this is personal notes there, Colonel. You shouldn't be reading my brother's notes. Like, you're a little intrusive.
Sure. Here you go. Character tab. Sure. Here you go. Sure. Here you go. You hand over the scroll. As the colonel starts reading, Pater Heinrich turns to you with a thoughtful expression. The monk says, Lynn the outcast. Ellipsis. Name rings a bell. Ellipsis.
All right.
Know anything about her? Button.
Let's ask about her.
Know anything about her? The monk replies, can't seem to remember. Ellipsis. A soldier chimes in, pardon me, but I think I know who you're talking about. Ellipsis.
Okay.
Go on. Ellipsis.
Let's
Button.
ask, what
Go
do you
on.
know about her?
Ellipsis. The soldier explains, Lynn is a nomad. She betrayed her own people during the Woodland Uprising. That's why they hate her gods. Pater Heinrich nods. That's the one.
Okay.
Any idea where I might find her? Button.
Any idea where I can find
Any
her?
idea where I might find her? Pater Heinrich shrugs. No idea. We had no use for her when the nomads had been defeated. The colonel puts aside the scroll. Says here that your brother met her at the river shrine. Might be a good place to start.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the river shrine.
Off I go. Then, character tab. Tab.
Okay, looks like we're doing great here. We have a new objective.
Off I go. Then, ellipsis. Off I go. Then, ellipsis. The colonel replies, keep us posted.
Okay, can I collect some pay for my work?
Farewell. Button. Character tab. Farewell.
Say
Button.
farewell to the colonel.
You're standing in the great hall of Riverside Fort. The colonel is perched on a wooden throne behind a sturdy table. Pater Heinrich sits on a chair beside him. The fire pit is burning.
Let's talk to
the colonel. Use. Talk to the monk. Use.
Let's
Button.
talk to the monk.
Talk
See
to
if
the
there's
monk.
anything he
Use.
can offer.
Pater Heinrich is busy poring over the documents on the table in front of him. He looks up at you and says, another time. Soldier. I must
Okay.
concentrate on the task at hand.
All right. Well, there's not much else they can offer.
Talk to the colonel. Talk to the monk. You visit the quartermaster's office. Use.
Let's go to the
Button. Visit
quartermaster's office to find if there's
Use.
anything
You have
new
returned to
there.
the quartermaster's office. He says, anything I can do for you, soldier? Retrieve your belongings. Use. Button.
All right. Make sure there's
Retrieve your
nothing new
belongings.
here.
Use. The quartermaster checks the ledger and walks away to fetch a wooden crate with your name on it. He sits back down in his chair and says, I hope everything is in order. I have a spare key if you need one.
Now, this would be cool if we could drop off some of our things that we're not using in this. This could be like our bank. That would be a great update, so that we would have, if we ever had to worry about how much we're carrying around. But as you know, most role-playing characters, RPG characters, carry around hundreds and millions of pounds of items.
Unlock the crate and take a look inside. Use. Button. Unlock the crate and take a look inside. Having used the small iron key, you remove the padlock and open the wooden crate.
Okay.
Leave the quartermaster's office. Character tab. Tab. Leave the quartermaster's
Okay, there's
office.
nothing to
Leave the
do
quartermaster's
here.
office. Use. You're standing in the great hall of Riverside. Talk to the colonel. Talk to the monk. Visit the paymaster's office.
Go see if there's
Visit
any
the
more pay
paymaster's
for
office.
us.
Use. Militia soldiers guard the entrance to the paymaster's office. The old accountant pores over a weathered tome on his desk. Scrolls are stacked up on the shelves behind him. Wooden coffers and iron strong boxes are scattered on the floor. Collect your wages. Use. Button.
Let's see if we can collect any
your
more
wages. Use. Without consulting his ledger, the paymaster replies, there are no more scheduled payments to your account. All
Okay.
funds have been withdrawn.
I guess we're broke.
Collect your wages. Used. Ask about. Collect your wages.
Collect your wages.
Used.
No more collections.
Ask about your brother. Leave the paymaster's office. You. Ask about your brother. Use. But
Okay.
leave the paymaster's office. Character tab. Leave the
Okay,
paymaster's
we've
office.
done
Leave the
everything.
paymaster's
I
office.
just wanted to double
Use.
check.
You're standing in the Great Hall of Talk to the colonel. Talk to the monk. Visit the quartermaster's office. Enter the barracks. You. Enter the barracks.
Let's enter the barracks
Enter the
just
barracks.
in case.
Use.
But we're gonna go to the river.
Soldiers are spending their
side
downtime in the
outpost.
circular dormitory. Werewolf hides are laid out among the scattered luggage on the stone floor. Ask the soldiers about your brother. Get some rest. Use. Button.
Okay.
Leave the barracks. Use.
Let's go ahead and
Button.
leave. We don't
the
need to
barracks.
rest. We're
Use.
fully healed.
You're standing in. Talk to the colonel. Talk to the monk. Visit the quartermaster. Visit the paymaster. Enter the barracks. Map. Button.
Let's get our map up.
Area. Riverside outpost. Riverside fort. Current location. Gallows. Button. Campfire. Button. Infirmary. Button.
Let's go to the infirmary.
Infirmary.
Check
Dim.
everything.
Gallows. Campfire.
Oh, we might want to buy some medicine
Infirmary.
there.
The infirmary is nearly filled to capacity. Dozens of injured soldiers lie moaning and cursing in their blood-soaked
Yeah.
beds. Left to her own devices, Sister Agatha is trying her best to keep up.
Sister Agatha's pretty busy.
Talk to Sister Agatha. Used. Button.
Let's talk to her. See
Talk
if
to
we can
Sister
buy
Agatha.
some potions.
Used. The monk seems overwhelmed by the sheer number of wounded soldiers in the infirmary. She hurries back and forth, struggling to meet their needs. There's a bloody bonasaw hanging from her rope belt. Without looking at you, she mutters, "Not now, Barnabas." Ellipsis. Talk to Sister Agatha. You. Look at the wounded soldiers. Used. Button. Map. Button.
Okay, we can't get anything from her right now.
Map.
Let's go ahead
Area.
and
Riverside. Infirmary. Current location. Campfire. Button.
let's go to the campfire.
Campfire. Dim.
Make sure
Campfire.
there's nothing new there. There's always somebody
Some
to talk
loudmouth
to.
roughnecks are gathered around the campfire. Their boisterous laughter echoes far and wide. Talk to the mercenaries. Button.
Ooh, mercenaries.
Talk to the
That's new.
mercenaries.
I
Sizing
love
you
this
up.
campfire.
One of them says, "You hiring?" Talk to the boss. He nods to the quiet woman who sits by the campfire. I let you know if something comes up. Ellipsis.
Okay,
Used.
there's some
I let
mercenaries
you know
here.
if something comes up.
I want to
Ellip-
hire
So you
these
keep telling me.
mercenaries. I want to hire these mercenaries. I have something.
I let you know if something comes up. Map. Button.
I want to hire them. I could use some help.
Character tab. Map. Button. I let you know if something comes. So you keep telling me. I let you know. Map. Button.
Okay.
Map.
I do wish we could hire
Area.
these mercenaries.
Riverside outpost.
Wouldn't it be great if we could have a whole party of players that we can outfit with our spare weapons and items? That'd be amazing.
Campfire. Current location. Infirmary. Button. Watchtowers. Button.
Let's go to the watchtowers.
Watchtowers. Dim. Watchtowers. The gates to Riverside Outpost are wide open. Longbowmen survey the frozen wilderness from the watchtowers. A guard is posted in the gateway, keeping an eye on the comings and goings. Talk to the guard. Use.
Let's talk
Button.
to the guard. Make sure there's
Use.
nothing new.
The cowled swordsman says, "We're in this together. Gonna find out what happened to your brother, no matter what." Ellipsis. Talk to the guard. Use. Ask him about Lindy Outcast. Button.
Oh, good. Now, Lenny. We can start asking about Lenny.
Ask him about Lindy Outcast. Wherein says, "Another mistress." Huh? You're on the right track. He was seeing someone for a while, but he kept her out of sight. Could be this one, for sure. All I can tell you is that he complained about wanting to switch to a southern patrol route. He was always in the north, but now he had this new lady friend. See. Ellipsis.
Boy, you guys are a bunch of gossiping like gooses.
Talk to the guard. Use. Map. Button. Character tab. Map. Button. Map.
All right, let's go ahead
Area.
and
Riverside outpost.
check the proving grounds.
Watchtowers. Campfire. Infirmary. Gallows. Riverbank. Button. Riverside fort. Riverbank.
Oh, let's go to
Button.
Riverbank
Riverbank.
first.
Dimmed. Campfire. Riverbank. The embankment of the frozen river is kept under the watchful eye of a soldier, who is guarding a shack near the jetty. A merchant is hawking his wares from the back of his ox-drawn carriage. Talk to the soldier.
Let's
Use.
talk to
Button. Talk to
everybody.
the soldier. Use. Rumor has it that the Inquisitor was dispatched from the monastery. Talk to the soldier. Use. Trade with the merchant. Use.
Let's
Button.
trade with the merchant.
Trade with the merchant. Use. Arrow.
We have enough arrows.
Hunting bow.
We have a hunting bow.
Sword stick.
Sword stick.
Hunting. Sword stick.
What is a sword
stick.
stick? That's not a
A
weapon
bronze
I
blade is
have.
concealed within this wooden cane.
I don't
Going for a
have
walk?
this.
Might need to stab somebody.
Hey, it could be a mobility cane. I could be like Zaturichi, the blind swordsman.
Combat action. Puncture. Button.
Oh, puncture. I might want to try this.
2 to 4 melee damage. Down -4.
Ooh, the damage is really low though.
Encumbrance 2.
It's really light though.
Replaces jagged flint sickle.
I just want to try out puncture.
Encumbrance 2 to 4 melee. Combat action. A bronze blade is combat action. Puncture. Button.
Let's find out what puncture does.
Close. Button. Puncture. 1 action. 1500 advantage.
Very, very inexpensive advantage-wise.
This aimed attack deals 150% weapon damage and will damage the enemy's armor if successful.
Oh, it damages their armor. This is sweet.
Effects. Sundered.
Sundered.
Protection is reduced by 25%. Stackable.
Oh, sundering armor.
Few bandits have ever set foot on Lord's Peninsula. The knights are a force to be reckoned with, but there was a nameless man who did not fear the riders in plate armor. He roamed the hunting grounds of Silicro Forest, ambushing the nobles with his iron mace. It took years before he was killed. Few bandits have ever set foot on Lord's Peninsula. Protection is sundered. Effects. This aimed attack 1,500. 1 action. Puncture. Close. Button.
I want this just because I
Button.
just want a stronger weapon with this effect.
Sword stick.
Because you know, we're going to be dealing with people with armor pretty soon.
A bronze blade is concealed with combat action. Puncture. Button. 2 to 4 melee damage. Encumbrance 2. Replaces jagged flint slots. Main hand. Buy for 27 gold. Current gold. 13.
Oh,
Dim.
we don't
Button.
have enough. 27 gold. We'll come back for it. I'm just collecting weapons.
Arrow. Hunting bow. Sword stick. Weapon. 3. Expand. Armor. 1. Collapse.
Let's check out the armor.
Armor. 1. Expand. Barrel lid.
Barrel lid. We already have a better shield.
Weapon. 3. Collapsed. Armor. 1. Expanded. Food. 1. Collapsed. Barrel lid.
What does
Barrel
it do, though? Let's check out
This
what
round
it
wooden lid can be used as a makeshift shield. 15% block chance.
Yeah, we already have 15% block chance. You can go ahead and... You don't really need to buy this. You can find your own shield out in the field.
Encumbrance 4. Replaces barrel lid. Slots. Offhand. Dip. Buy for 2 gold. Current gold. 13. Button.
I didn't know it was that cheap. We could have bought this a long time ago.
Barrel lid. Weapon. 3. Armor. 1. Food. 1. Tool. 4. Close by items tab. Tool. 4. Collapsed. Food. 1. Collapsed.
What food do you have?
Food. 1. Expand. Flask of pear cider.
Oh, we could buy another flask of pear cider.
Weapon. 3. Collapsed. Flask of pear cider. Flask of pear cider. Widely appreciated among the peoples of Tempuris. Brewed by the monks of the Fenrisian Monastery.
How much is this?
4 uses. Buy for 18 gold. Current gold. 13. Dim.
18
Button.
gold's pretty stiff, dude. I can get moonshine for free.
Flask of pear cider. Weapon. 3. Armor. 1. Food. 1. Tool. 4. Collapsed.
What kind of
Tool.
tools you
4.
got?
Expand. Bale hook.
Yeah, bell hook's great. I have one.
Firewood.
We could use some more firewood.
Rope.
Rope?
Torch. Weapon. 3. Torch. Rope. Firewood.
Let's get some more firewood if
Firewood.
it's cheap.
A cut piece of timber. Harvested on the western. Buy for 2 gold. Current gold. 13. Button. Bale hook. Buy for 2 gold. Current gold. 13. Button. A cut piece of. Buy for 2 gold. Current gold. 13. Button. Buy for 2 gold. Current
Yeah,
gold.
buy
13.
one of those.
Bale hook. Firewood. Rope.
Let's find out how much
Rope.
your rope is.
Torch. Weapon. 3. Armor. 1. Torch. Rope. Rope.
How much is your rope?
Buy for 27 gold. Current gold.
Too
11.
expensive.
10. Bale hook. Firewood. Rope. Torch.
How much is your torch?
Can be used to illuminate. Buy for 18 gold. Current
Yeah,
gold.
can't
11.
afford that.
Bale hook. Firewood. Rope. Torch. Weapon. 3. Armor. 1. Food. 1. Tool. 4. Close by items tab. Tab.
Okay,
Buy
cool.
items tab. Health
Yeah,
points 100.
we
Let
can't
me know if there's
afford.
anything
Yeah,
you
we
need.
could
Soldier.
sell some of our stuff, but I like collecting stuff, so I'm not selling any of our stuff just so we can buy better stuff. I mean, I really want that cane.
Talk to the soldier. Let me know if there's anything you need. Soldier. Talk to the soldier. Trade with the merchant. You. Map. Button.
Let's go ahead and
Map.
check out the
Area.
proving
Riverside
grounds.
outpost. Riverbank. Campfire. Button. Proving grounds.
Let's
Button.
go to the proving grounds.
Dim. Proving grounds. The proving grounds are enclosed by walls of granite. Quite a few militia soldiers are busy sparring and exercising here. The snow on the ground has turned to sludge. Speak to the martial instructor. Use. Button.
Let's go talk to the martial
Speak to the martial
instructor.
instructor. Use. Your old teacher has turned his attention to a couple of sparring sessions, giving advice and commentary as he walks back and forth between them. Speak to the martial instructor. Use. Map. Button. Messages.
can't-
Now. Marisa Church.
We
Character
can't do
tab.
anything
tab.
there.
Map. Button.
Let's go with...
Previous. The proving grounds. Speak to the martial instructor.
Let's
Use. Map. Button.
take our map
Map.
out. I think
Area.
we've done
Riverside
everything we
outpost.
can here. I don't hear any more rumors in things that we can use, so let's just get out there on the road.
Proving grounds. Riverbank. Button. Campfire. Button. Infirmary. Button. Watchtowers. Button. Gallows. Button. Riverside Ford. Recenter map. Zoom out. Button.
Let's zoom out.
Zoom out. Dimmed. Area. Highlands of Rover. Country road. Button.
Let's go to the... Let's check everything out.
Country road.
Let's go to the
Riverbank.
country road.
Campfire. Watchtowers. Area. Country road. You are standing at a crossroads, not far from the palisades of Riverside Outpost. A sign has been posted where the roads intersect.
Not much here going on. All right, we're outside. I just like to check everything.
Read the sign. Use. Button.
We've already done that.
Map. Button. Read the sign. You are standing at a cross. Read the sign. Map. Button.
Nothing here.
Map.
Let's
Area.
go
Islands of Rover.
to the main area.
Country
City.
Road. Current Killing Fields. Button. River Shrine. Button. Farmstead. Button. River Shrine.
Let's go to
button.
the River Shrine.
River Shrine. Dimmed. River Shrine. The shrine is tucked away among the trees on the riverbank. Smoke rises from the chimney of the poorhouse. Across the bridge over the chasm, a standing stone looms above the serpentine cliff path of Wargrave Cemetery.
All right, so we've been here before. We've been trying to get as much information as we can and collaborate with as many folks as we can.
Talk to the caravan master. Used. Button.
We've already been to the caravan master a lot, but let's talk to him anyway. See
Talk
if
to
he
the
knows
caravan
more
master.
about
Used.
this.
The caravan master is accompanied by his wife and children.
Person.
He greets you with a faint smile on
My
his bearded
brother's
face.
girlfriend.
Let's trade. Used. Do you know anything about Lindy Outcast? Button.
Let's find out about.
Do you know anything
Miss
about Lindy
Outcast.
Outcast? The caravan master ponders your question, taking a puff on his pipe. He replies, seen her around. Got a bad reputation. Think she was here earlier. Not sure. Ellipsis.
Okay. I don't know why she has a bad reputation. Why do you guys always have to put down the lady with a bad reputation? My brother and me have a bad reputation.
Let's trade. Used. I have to get going. Farewell. Character tab. I have to get going.
All right,
I have to get going. Farewell. The caravan
Let's
master
find out
nods.
who else
Be
knows
seeing
about
you.
Miss Outcast.
Walk away. Used. Button. Walk away. Used. The shrine is tucked away. Talk to the caravan master. Talk to Crooked Nikita. Used.
Let's talk to
Button.
Nikita. Nikita
Talk
knows
to Crooked
everything.
Nikita. Used. Exiles are huddled in rags on Beggar's Row. Among them is the former thief known as Crooked Nikita, whom you rescued from the burning slums of Loga. The crippled beggar smiles. My benefactor has returned. What can I do for you, my friend?
All right.
Ask him about your brother. Used. Ask him about Lindy Outcast.
Do you
Button.
know anything, Nikita, about Miss Outcast?
Ask him about Lindy Outcast. Used. She's been coming around lately. Usually stays until nightfall. Always alone. Always gripped by fear, it seems. Ellipsis.
It's interesting.
Ask him about your brother. You. Ask him about Lindy Outcast. Used. Farewell. Crooked Nikita.
Thank you,
Used.
Nikita.
Farewell. Crooked Nikita. You. Farewell. And may the gods shine a light on your path.
Let's find out who else knows about Miss Outcast.
Walk away. Used. Character tab. Walk away. You. Walk away. Used. The shrine is tucked away among. Talk to the caravan master. Talk to Crooked Nikita. You. Approach the entrance to the river shrine. You. Enter the poorhouse.
Let's
Used.
go to the
Button.
poorhouse.
Enter the poorhouse.
Talk
Used.
to our other
The heat
contact.
inside the poorhouse is almost unbearable. The stench is probably worse. You are surrounded by a miserable crowd of men, women and children. They talk among themselves, paying you no mind. Talk to Polyphema the Wise.
Let's talk
Used.
to Polyphena.
Button. Talk to Polyphema the Wise. Used. The bubbling cauldron reeks
Hello,
of strange brew.
Polyphena.
The
I
one-eyed
have a
cultist
question
keeps a
for
wooden
you.
mallet close at hand. Her demeanor is calm and indifferent. She speaks in a foreign dialect. What do you need?
What do you need, boy?
Tell me about the teachings of your prophet. Used.
I've
Button.
talked to her about your teaching of her prophet.
Do you know anything about Lindy Outcast?
Do you know
Button.
anything about Miss Outcast? I'm looking for some information.
Do you know anything about Lindy Outcast?
She's a girlfriend
Lindy
of my
Outcast is a
brother.
lost soul, shunned by everyone, and rightly so. She came to us in search of refuge. She did so in vain. Betrayers have no place in our midst.
Interesting.
Tell me about the teachings of your prophet. I must get going. Perhaps we'll. Character tab.
Looks like
I must get
she's an
going.
outcast for
Perhaps
sure.
I must get going. Perhaps we'll talk. The heat inside the poorhouse is almost unbearable. Talk to Polyphema the Wise. Exit the poorhouse. Use.
go ahead and exit.
Exit the poorhouse. Use.
She's
The
definitely
shrine
on
is
the
tucked away
run.
among the trees on the
And she's
riverbank.
definitely been
Smoke rises from the
mistreated
chimney
and
of the
abused.
poorhouse. Across the bridge over the. Talk to the caravan master. Talk to Crooked Nikita. Approach the entrance to the river shrine. Use.
Where's that
Button.
monk?
Cross the bridge to Wargrave. Enter the poorhouse. Use. Map. Button. Enter the poorhouse. Cross the bridge to Wargrave Cemetery. You. Approach the entrance to the river shrine. Use. Button.
Let's go to the river shrine.
Approach the entrance to the river shrine. Used. You stand before the entrance to the river shrine. Look up. Used. Button.
Let's look up.
Look up. Used. Rooks are perched on a ledge over the windowless facade. Snow lies thick on the slanted roof. Look up. Used. Enter the river shrine. Used. Button.
Let's go ahead and
Enter the river
shrine.
Used. You hear prayers and wails of sorrow. Many visitors are gathered in the Chamber of Rites, otherwise known as the Death Parlor. They are kneeling down on wolf hides before the altar. Look around. Button. Exit the river. Look around. Button. Look around.
With the new
There's a
information,
lot
we
of
need
people
to
in here.
do everything
Men, women
to
and
make
children.
sure we don't miss
Some of them are in
anything.
mourning. They howl and speak in tongues. Others are meditating in calm reverence to the great wolf. They beg the old god for mercy and good fortune. Read the inscription above the door. Button. Read the inscription above
I'm
the door.
just doing
Used.
everything again.
Runes have been carved on a wooden beam. The inscription reads, Columbarium. Read the inscription above. Talk to the monk. Button.
Let's talk to the monk.
Talk to the monk. Used. The hooded monk is guarding the side door. He says, no entry.
Of course, I need to get by this door,
Read the inscription above the door. Talk to the monk.
but
Used. Button.
haven't figured out a way to move this person.
Observe the visitors. Button.
Let's do
Observe
some
the visitors.
observing.
White shawls are wrapped around their heads. You can see their faces. Read the inscription above the door. Used. Button.
Wonder if we put a shawl around our head, will that let us get by?
Talk to the monk. Used. Listen. Button.
Let's listen.
Listen. It's almost overwhelming. The cries and whispers are interwoven like a heavy shroud of pain and grief. It takes a while before you discern a particular sound. A prayer is spoken by someone in the death parlor. It repeats the name, Barnabas.
Oh, yeah.
Focus. Button.
Let's find out who it is.
Character tab. Focus.
Focus
Button.
time.
Focus. The woman keeps whispering the same words over and over. Gods protect Alec Barnabas. Fate return him to my side. Ellipsis.
God protect Alex Barnabas. God return him to my side. Gods protect Alex Barnabas. Return him to my side.
Follow the sound of her voice. Button.
Yes.
Follow the sound of her voice.
I follow the
You walk
sounds
among the
of
mourners
her
with shrouded
voice.
faces until you find a dark-haired woman. She kneels before the altar, whispering, Gods protect Alec Barnabas. Fate return him to my side. Ellipsis.
All right.
Tap her on the shoulder. Button. You walk among the... Tap her on the shoulder. Character tab. Tap her on the shoulder.
Let's tap her on
Button.
the shoulders.
Tap her on the shoulder.
Excuse me, miss.
The woman is startled, purring in fear.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. May I speak with you?
You were chanting the name of my brother. Ellipsis. Button.
You were chanting the name of my brother.
Character tab. You were chanting the name of... You were chanting the name of my brother. The nomad calms down, removing the white shawl from her face. She starts talking, but her voice is drowned out by the lamentations in the Chamber of Rites.
Okay.
It's too loud in here. We should talk outside. Character tab. Tab.
Would you mind if we spoke outside? I don't want to disturb the proceedings. I want to be respectful.
It's too loud in here. We should talk outside. Ellipsis. Button. It's too loud in here. We should talk outside. The woman gives you a nod. She stands up and walks away, heading for the exit.
Okay, we're going to head toward the exit.
Don't stray too far. Ellipsis. Character tab. Don't stray. The woman gives you a nod. She stands up and walks away, heading for the exit.
Okay, we don't need to tell her what to do, but that's fine. Just use all the text.
Don't stray. The woman gives you a nod. Don't stray
I
too
wouldn't
far.
tell her to
Don't
stray too far, but that's
Ellipsis.
fine.
You hear prayers and wails of sorrow. Many visitors are gathered in the Chamber of Rites, otherwise known as the Death Parlor. They are kneeling down on wolf hides before the altar.
Okay.
Read the inscription above the door. You hear prayers and wails of sorrow. Many visitors are gathered in the Chamber of Rites, otherwise known as the Death Parlor. They are kneeling down on wolf hides before the altar.
Nothing else here.
Read the inscription. Talk to the monk. Used. Approach the altar. Button.
Let's approach the altar, and we'll get her soon.
Approach the altar.
Just make sure there's nothing
There is a
else
collection
in it.
plate on the stone table behind the open sarcophagus.
Ooh.
3 wolf skulls have been cut from birch and mounted over the wrought iron
Collection
lattices.
plate.
A cold breeze is coming in from the frozen river.
Do a little stealing.
Read the inscription above the door. Used. Talk to the monk. Used. Examine the sarcophagus. Button.
Ooh, let's examine the sarcophagus.
Examine the sarcophagus. The stone coffin is riddled with the bones and ashes of cremation. Read the inscription above the door. Talk to the monk. Used. Button. Steal from the altar. Button.
Let's go ahead and
Steal from the altar. You snatch a few coins and whatnot from the copper plate. The hooded monk is watching you. He shakes his head in disapproval, mumbling, "Bad luck."
Ha! Whatever, dude.
Read the inscription above the door. Talk to the monk. Used. Button.
Let's talk to the monk.
Talk to the monk. Used. The hooded monk is guarding the side door. He says, "The columbarium was plundered by grave robbers. It stays closed until further notice."
Oh, okay. So this is okay. We need to get past you.
Read the inscription above the door. Talk to the monk. Used. Exit the river shrine.
Okay.
Used.
We
Button.
got a little few coins. Let's find out how much coins we got from that.
Notifications. 8. Gain 25 experience. Completed objective. Read your brother's notes. Lost scroll. The Journal of Alec Barnabas.
Ooh.
First page. Gain 10 experience. Gold -2. Gain firewood. Gold +6. Gain copper pendant. Button.
Oh, we got a copper pendant. That's cool. Nice little. I don't know what a copper pendant is. Let's clear
No
that.
notifications.
Let's find
Dim.
out what this copper pendant is.
Inventory tab. Tab. Close inventory tab. Tab. Arrow. 14. Jagged flint sickle. Rusty. Sharp stick. Stone axe. Stone mallet. Wooden cudgel. Wooden staff. Weapon. 11. Armor. 10. Food. 3. Medicine. 1. Tool. 6. Treasure. 3. Collapse. Treasure.
Okay, we got a
3.
copper
Bone
pendant.
amulet. Copper pendant.
We've had this before.
Copper pendant. Shaped like a teardrop and attached to a copper necklace. Slots. Ornament. Dim. Button.
We can wear it, but that's about it.
Equip. Button. Slots. Ornament. Shaped like a teardrop and a copper pendant. Close. Button. Copper pendant. Shaped like a teardrop. Slots. Ornament. Equip. Button. Bone amulet. Copper pendant.
I want to put on this
Bone amulet.
bone amulet. Gives us more
Bone
range.
amulet. Copper pendant. Silver coin. 4. Copper. Bone amulet. Equip. Button. Slots. Ornament. Dimmed. Button. Range damage +1.
Yeah, let's put on this ornament. This one at least gives us range.
Slots. Ornament. Equip. Button.
Let's equip that.
Unequip.
This is really cool. These ornaments are really cool little trinkets. It gives us some benefits. Maybe we'll find better ones.
Bone amulet. Equip. Copper pendant. Silver coin. Weapon. 11. Armor. 10. Food. 3. Collapse.
Okay, we're doing good. We've gotten a few little items.
Close. Button. Close.
Do a little stealing.
Health points 130 of 130.
Let's go outside and talk to Miss
Quest tab
Outcast.
has update notification. Quest tab
quest
has update or
tabs?
on red item.
Ooh.
Close quest
Let's
tab.
go down in our
Tab.
quest
Blood is thicker
tabs.
than water 2 of 3 objectives.
Okay.
The Roberg Militia 1 of 3 objectives. Blood is thicker than Close. Button.
All right, quest is complete.
Blood is thicker than water, 2 of 3 objectives.
Okay, we have a long way to go. Blood is thicker than water. What do we have left
Blood
to
is thicker
do?
than water, 2 of 3 your brother has gone missing. He went out on patrol a few days before you woke up in Riverside Outpost. You have to find him, no matter what.
Okay, just finding our brother seems to be the end of this quest. He's probably in that city, the city ruins.
Quest objective, find Lynn the Outcast.
We did.
Your brother quest objective, find Lynn the Outcast. A woman by the name of Lynn the Outcast was mentioned in your brother's journal. She might quest objective, read your brother's notes. Completed. A woman by the name of Lynn the Outcast was mentioned in your brother's journal.
We found her.
She might
We're
know
gonna
something.
get this.
Apparently, he met her down by the river shrine.
Okay, we're gonna get this done.
Quest objective, read your brother's notes. You have obtained the first page of your brother's journal. Quest objective, investigate the disappearance of the drunken guardsman of Riverside Outpost told you about an underground safe house to the north, located near a mill tower on the Killing Fields. This place was mentioned by your brother. Apparently, another soldier is already looking into the matter.
Yeah, we took care of that.
A drunken swordsman is guarding the entrance to Riverside Outpost. If you bring him some alcohol, the guard might be able to provide some. Alec Barnabas is a soldier. Just like blood is thicker than water. The Robert Militia, 1 of 3 objectives.
We have so much to do here.
Blood is thicker than water. The Robert Infernal Odyssey completed.
Okay.
Close button.
All right, there's
Close.
so many things to do in this
Health points
quest.
130 of 130. The hooded monk is. Read the inscription above the door. Talk to the monk. You exit the river shrine.
Let's go talk to
Exit the river shrine.
Miss
Use.
Outcast.
The nomad waits outside, shivering in the cold with her arms folded. She looks anxious and tired, speaking in a low voice. Huh. You look like him. I see it now. The older brother who sleeps his life away. Ellipsis.
You look like him. The older brother that sleeps his life away. My lover.
Well, what can you tell me about my brother? I am looking for him.
Observe the nomad. Button.
Let's observe her.
Observe the nomad. There is a white streak in her long black hair, which is tangled in braids and knots. She is wearing a sackcloth tunic, fur leggings and fingerless leather gloves. Her brown eyes are big and fearful, darting back and forth. You must be Lynn the Outcast. Ellipsis.
Let's say, you must be Lenny Outcast.
You must be Lynn the Outcast. Ellipsis. That's what they call me. Ellipsis. The nomad snorts with contempt. Alec was the only one who didn't hate me.
That's what
Ellipsis.
they call
and
me.
now he's gone.
Alex was the only one who didn't hate me. I don't like these people either. They're disrespectful to me and my people.
What happened to him? Button.
What happened to my brother?
What happened to him? She sighs. I don't know. He left me high and dry. Ellipsis. Been praying for his return ever since.
I don't know. He left me high and dry. I want a place to lay my head, a drink, or anything else I would have desired. I have no idea where he's gone, but I want him back.
When was the last time you saw him? Button.
When was the last time you saw him?
When was the last time you saw him? She replies. Couple days ago. He stayed the night. Left early in the morning. Before I woke up. Ellipsis.
I saw him a couple of days ago. He stayed with me. It was nice. But he was gone when I woke.
Anything else you can tell me? Button.
Is there anything else you can tell me, Lenny?
Anything else you can tell me? She gives it some thought before answering. Your brother took all the gold and booze with him, but there's still a few things left in the stash. He wrote a bunch of runes on a parchment. Ellipsis. But none of it makes any sense to me.
He took everything. The gold, the booze. There are a few things you might find useful.
Do you remember what he wrote? Button.
Do you remember what he wrote?
Do you remember what he wrote? The nomad furrows her brow. She seems frustrated by the question. Her eyes keep darting back and forth. Can I take a look at the parchment? Button.
May I see the parchment?
Can I take a look at the parchment? She nods. Of course. You are the blood of my beloved. Our home is not far from here. Meet me in the forest on the other side of the road. I will show the way.
Of course. You're the brother of my beloved. Meet me at the house on the other side of the road.
Why are you so afraid? Button.
Lenny, why are you so afraid?
Why are you so afraid? She steps closer, whispering, people want me dead. Can't explain right now. Ellipsis. The nomad looks around.
Dead.
Your brother kept me safe.
People are trying to kill me. Your brother kept me safe. That's all I can say for now.
Wait for me. I'll be right there. Button. Character tab. Wait for me. Wait for me. I'll be right there.
I'll be right there.
Lynn the Outcast gives you a nod. She hurries away, walking down the hill to the gate.
Okay. We have a breadcrumb. Let's go find out what's going on and find out what house she's at.
Look around. Button.
Let's look around.
Look
see
around.
who's listening. Look for any
The shrine is
suspicious
tucked away among the
characters.
trees on the riverbank. Smoke rises from the chimney of the poorhouse. Across the bridge over the chasm, a standing stone looms above the serpentine cliff path of Wargrave Cemetery.
Right. Not much else we can do here. I don't know if it's worth for us running around talking to anybody else here.
Talk to the caravan master. Used. Talk to Crooked Nikita. Used. Enter the poorhouse. Used. Cross the bridge to Wargrave Cemetery. Used. Button.
I don't think there's any point in going to this. Let's just go to the cemetery just
Cross
to
the
go
bridge
there.
to Wargrave Cemetery. Used. Tombstones and sealed barrows are lined up along the cliff path. The song of rooks can be heard from the barren treetops.
Since we're here, we might as well pay respect to our parents' grave.
Visit the graves of your parents. Used. Visit the graves of your parents. Used. You have returned to the place where your parents are buried. The rune stones are placed next to each other in a shadowy grove. Examine your father's tombstone. Examine your father's tombstone. Used. The inscription reads, Kel Barnabas the carpenter. Husband. Father of 3. Date of birth unknown. Place of birth unknown. Died in his home on the Logat riverfront. Year 8429 A.C. Examine your father's tombstone. Examine your mother's tombstone. Examine your mother's tombstone. Used. The inscription reads, Ursula Barnabas the seamstress. Wife. Mother of 3. Born on Arrowhead Peninsula. Year 8386 A.C. Died in her home on the Logat riverfront. Year 8416 A.C.
Well, we've done everything we can do here.
Examine your father's tombstone. Examine your mother's tombstone. Follow the path to the summit. Use. Button.
Let's follow the path to the summit.
Use.
We might as
The
well
ancient
just
monolith
look
is
around
casting
as
a long
much as
shadow from the peak
possible.
of the
You
snowy
never know
cliffs.
what new
The
things
monk with the
might
blue
pop
robe and the
up.
white staff is still facing the sacrificial altar.
I've already talked to this monk enough times. Don't think there's much else we can do here. I guess we're just gonna have to keep the story moving.
Look around. You. Approach the monk. Used. Return to Wargrave Cemetery. Character tab. Return to Wargrave Cemetery. Used. Tombstones and sealed barrows are lined up along the cliff
And
path.
let's go ahead and
the
leave
song
the
of rooks
city.
can be heard. Visit the graves of your parents. Go down to the river shrine. Follow the path to the summit. Used. Character tab. Follow. Go down to the river shrine. Visit the graves of your parents. Go down to the river shrine. Go down to the river shrine. Used. The shrine is tucked away among the trees on the riverbank. Smoke rises from the chimney of the poorhouse. Across the bridge over. Talk to the caravan master. Talk to Crooked Nikita. You. Approach the entrance to the river shrine. Enter the poorhouse. Used. Meet Lynn the outcast in the forest across the road. Button.
Yeah, let's go to the forest across the road.
Meet Lynn the outcast in the forest across the road. You step through the gateway and cross the road. Watching the shrine, Lynn the outcast sits in a treetop at the base of the forest hill. It seems that she has picked up a bow and a quiver of arrows on the way. Ready to go?
Ooh, I got myself a ranger. That's what I'm talking about. Hey.
Yes. Lead the way. Button. Not yet. I'll be right back. Button.
Now I have all the gear I need. Let's go, Lenny.
Yes. Lead the way. But yes. Lead the way. The nomad climbs down from the treetop and beckons. Over the hills to the west. She heads off into the wilderness.
Can we equip her? I'd love to let us, all these companions we get, could we please equip them in a new update? Like when we get more game, I just want a whole party. People that I can give all this spare equipment that I'm not even using.
Follow the nomad. Button. Character tab. Follow the nomad. The nomad climbs down from the treetop. Follow the nomad.
Let's go ahead and
Button.
follow Lenny.
Follow the nomad.
And I apologize if I'm
Button. Snow
mispronouncing
falls on the
her
hills of the
name.
forest. Wolves howl in the distance.
I'm just gonna, I could call her Lindsay, I can call her Lenny, I can call her Miss Outcast. It's, you basically get the gist.
Look around. Button.
Let's look around.
Look around. It's late in the afternoon. Visibility is low, due to heavy snowfall. Armed with a short bow, the nomad keeps a steady pace.
All right, it's good to have her at my back. I'd also like to know if we could set formations and stuff. That'd be great.
Talk to the nomad. Button.
Or at least, like marching orders.
It's late in the afternoon. Talk to the nomad. Button. Keep walking. Button. Talk to the nomad.
Let's
Button.
just talk to
the
her.
nomad. Lynn the outcast whispers. Be quiet. We can talk later. At the house. Ellipsis.
No problems.
Keep walking. Button. Character tab. Keep walking. Lynn the outcast whispers. Keep walking.
Let's
Button.
keep walking
Keep
then.
walking.
But I need a little bit
It's
of
getting
action
darker.
here.
Lynn the outcast readies her bow. The wolves are closing in.
Yeah, let's get some action in here.
Prepare to fight. Button. Run away. But prepare to
Let's
fight.
fight.
Button. Prepare to fight.
I
A
need
wolf
some
leaps out from behind a rock.
experience.
Whimpering, the beast is struck down in midair by the arrow from the nomad's bow. Growling, more wolves encircle you in the snowy darkness. Lynn the outcast says, 1 down, 3 to go.
All right, I love it.
Kill the beasts. Button. Character tab.
Okay,
Kill the beasts.
let's go ahead and kill the
Button.
beasts.
Initiating combat. Wolf, your turn.
All right, how many wolves do we have here? And we have help, so this is going to be easy peasy, I hope.
Wolf, distance from you, 1. Health, 37 of 37.
37
Protection,
of
0.
37.
Actions, 1. Advantage, 0 of 5,000. Effects, aggressive.
Okay, yeah, they always have aggressive, so we can actually shield bash them a little bit.
Turns, current turn holder, you.
Okay.
Wolf, distance from you, 1. Health, 37 of 37. Protection, 0. Actions, 1. Advantage, 0 of 5,000. Effects, aggressive.
Aggressive.
Wolf, distance from you,
Second
1.
wolf.
Health, 37 of 37.
Distance,
Protection,
1.
0.
Health,
Actions,
37.
1. Advantage, 0 of 5,000.
Looks like they're
Effects,
all
aggressive.
aggressive.
Wolf,
And
selected.
the third wolf,
Distance from you, 1.
one
Health,
distance
37
away.
of 37. Protection, 0. Actions,
Protection.
1.
So
Advantage, 0 of
protection
5,000.
means armor,
Effects,
I've
aggressive.
learned. So it's not wearing any armor, so that's good. It won't reduce any damage I give it. Real simplified 5th edition rule set.
Your action points, 3 of 3.
All right, let's get this hamstring action going here. Now, I have learned the hard way. These guys can switch around their positions, and it could be a nightmare, so be careful. Just like wizards, warlocks, the larger fern, this kind of like small map can be quite tricky and complex, so don't underestimate it. I was in one situation, and these thugs were just beating the heck out of me by switching positions, so be careful.
Effects. Your health, 1. Your advantage, barrel lid, press, jagged flint sickle, press, attack, 4 to 10 damage, but, hamstring, unavailable, cost, move away, unavailable, cost, move forward, unavailable, cost, apply combat stance, cost,
Let's
1
apply
action,
a combat stance.
activate stance, close, activate stance. Aggressive 1 action speed is increased by 25% and critical hit chance gains 5. Defensive 1 action protection and chance to block is increased by 50%. Immune to the following effects. Incapacitated and staggered. Duration.
Let's go ahead and put on
the
our
armored
defensive stance.
Active will.
We're going to try to apply
1.
as many
Health. 37 of
hamstrings
37.
as we can.
Protection. 0. Actions. 1.
But we're also going to try to
Advantage.
focus
0 of
down
5,000.
the wolves
Effects.
one at a time.
Aggressive. Wolf. Selected. Distance from you. Your action points. Effects. Defend. Your health. Your advantage. Barrel lid. Jagged flint sickle. Attack. 4 to 10
go
damage.
ahead and attack.
Button. Attack. -6.
Nice. Let's go ahead. Can we hamstring me yet?
Hamstring. Unavailable. Cost.
Not yet.
Attack.
Let's go
4 to
attack
10
one more
damage.
time.
Button.
Boom.
-7.
We can
Wolf's
hamstring
turn.
next turn.
Attack. Protected. Wolf's turn. Attack. Protected.
I'm
Wolf's turn.
tanking.
Attack.
Not even going to get
Protected.
through. You're not going to get through my
Wolf's
defense,
turn.
wolfies.
Attack. Block.
Little
Your turn.
wild doggos, you're not going to get through. Okay.
Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 37 of 37. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 37 of 37. Wolf. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 24 of 37. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive.
Okay, we need to try, okay, we're going to try to hamstring you first.
Your action points. 3 of effects. Defense. Your health. 1. Your advantage. Barrel lid. Press. Jagged flint sickle. Press to equip another. Attack. 4 to hamstring. Cost. 1 action. 2,000 advantage.
Let's go ahead and
Strike the
hamstring
enemy
you.
-10.
Nice. Are you
Attack.
hamstrung?
4 to 10. Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 37 of 37. Wolf. Distance. Wolf. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 14 of 37. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive. Hamstrung.
Yeah, we got that hamstrung on you, boy. All right, we should probably hamstrung everybody, but I don't think we need to. We're so strong, we probably just wipe them all out.
Your action points. 2 of 3. Effects. Defensive. Your action point. Wolf. Selected. Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 37 of 37. Wolf. Selected.
Let's go
Distance
ahead
from you.
and
1. Health.
get this one
37
all
of
beat
37.
up here.
Protection. Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 4. Your action points. 2 of 3. Effects. Defensive. Your health. 1. Your advantage. 1. Barrel lid. Jagged flint sickle. Attack. 4
Let's
to
go
10
ahead
damage.
and hit you up.
-6.
Boom. And
Attack.
boom.
Critical -14. Wolf. Wolf's turn. Attack. Protected. Wolf's turn. Attack. Protected.
I'm going to get
Wolf's
all
turn.
these suckers all
Aggressive
hamstrung.
stance.
All right,
Your turn.
Get all you wolves all hamstrung. Let's go ahead and
Wolf. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 17 of 37. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive.
let's go ahead and finish. I don't. We're just so powerful. We don't really need to really hamstring them at all. But it's kind of fun to know we can.
Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 14 of 37. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive. Hamstrung.
Let's go ahead and finish
Wolf.
you off.
Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 14
I just
of
want to
37.
hear those
Protection.
stacks.
0. Your action points. Effects. Defensive. Your health. 130. Your advantage. 4,009. Barrel lid. Press to equipment. Jagged flint sickle. Attack. 4 to hamstring. Cost.
Let's go
1
ahead
action.
and hamstring
2,000
you.
Hamstring. -10.
Woo! I love this hamstring. I also want to hear that stack on it.
Attack. 4 to 10 damage. Jagged flint sickle. Press barrel lid. Press to it. Your advantage. Your health. 100. Effects. Defend. Your action point. Wolf. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 4 of 37. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive. Hamstrung. Hamstrung.
Oh, great. So it just goes hamstrung, hamstrung. That's really cool. 2 hamstrungs on this one.
Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 17 of 37. Protection.
Let's go
Wolf.
get
Selected.
this wolf.
Distance from you. 1. Health.
I just-
17 of
that
37.
wolf's pretty much
Protection.
done.
0. Actions.
Now, if this
1.
hamstrung had a
Advantage.
bleed
0 of
effect on
5,000.
it,
Effects.
ooh.
Aggressive. Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Your action point. Effects.
Let's go ahead and hit this one.
Your health. 130 of
I'm
130.
not worried about him hurting me. I'm way too protected.
Your advantage. Barrel lid. Jagged flint sickle. Attack. 4 to 10
Go
damage.
ahead and smash
Button.
this one though.
Attack. -8.
Ooh, hit it again.
Attack. Critical -14.
Oh!
Wolf's turn.
We smashed that face
Attack.
in.
Protected. Wolf's turn. Aggressive stance.
All right.
Your turn.
All right, we're destroying these wolves. See ya.
Wolf. Defeated. Dim. Wolf. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 4 of 37.
No, let's go get the other one.
Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Wolf.
Let's go get the
selected.
other
Distance
one.
from you. 1. Health. 37 of 37.
get this one
Protection.
hamstrung.
Wolf. Defeated. Wolf. Your action. Effects. Your health. 130. Your advantage. 5,000 of your health. 130 of 130.
Yeah, they haven't even touched me.
Your advantage. 5,000 of 5. Barrel lip.
Let's hamstrung
Press to
you.
equip. Jagged flint sickle. Attack. 4. Hamstring. Cost. 1 action. 2,000
Hamstrung.
advantage. -9.
Hamstrung again.
Hamstring. -13. Attack.
And
4 to 10 damage.
once.
-9.
This is
Wolf,
awesome.
wolf. Distance from you.
I love
Attack.
this.
Critical -10.
Oh, you hit me.
Wolf's turn. Attack. Protected.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay.
Wolf. Defeated. Dim. Wolf. Distance from you. 1. Health. 4 of 37.
Let's finish this one off.
Wolf. Selected. Distance. Your action. Effects. Your health. Your advantage. Barrel lid. Jagged flint. Attack.
Let's
4
just
to
get
10
this one out of
attack.
here.
-8.
Let's go get the other one.
Hamstring. Cost. 1 action. Hamstring. -8. Attack. Let's keep moving. And just like that, it's over. The bludgeon beast lie twitching in the snow. Lynn the outcast smiles. Didn't see it at first. Ellipsis. But you are just like him.
I didn't see it at first, but you are just like him.
Well, thank you, Outcast. All right, let us
Quest
check
tab.
out what we
Tab.
got.
Notifications. 6. The beast of prey knows when and where to strike long before the time comes. Ellipsis. Gain 30 experience. Completed objective find Lynn the outcast. 3x gain 10 experience. Button.
Ooh, get some nice cool stuff.
Notifications. 6. The beast of prey knows
Did
when
we
and where to
level?
strike long. Character tab. Tab. Character
check
tab.
our- see if we
tab.
leveled
Level
up.
4. Experience 635 of 650.
Ooh, we're so close to leveling. Ooh, so close.
Open tooltip. Button. Attribute. Experience 6. Level 4. Close. Button.
Yeah, we're
Close.
very close to leveling.
How so? Button. Let's keep moving. How so? Button.
How am I like my brother?
How so? You're brave and ruthless. A force to be reckoned with. Ellipsis.
You're brave and ruthless, a force to be reckoned with. You're deadly, merciless. I like it.
Let's keep moving. Button. You're brave and ruthless. Let's keep. Character tab. Let's keep moving. Button.
All right, let's keep moving
alert.
then.
Enjoying the game?
Oh, breaking immersion here.
Nightfall. Look around. Button. Later. Button. Rate now. Button.
Of course.
Rate now. Button. Later. Button. Rate now.
We'll
Button.
we'll
Rate
rate.
now. Button. Later. Button.
We'll rate later. Thank you.
Health points 120 of 130.
You of course, please rate the game as soon as you can. 5 stars all the way.
Level 4. Encumbrance 17 of 24. Level. Health points 100. Health points 100. Level 4. Encumbrance 17 of. Night falls on the wilderness. Look around. Button.
Let's go ahead and look around.
Look around. The shack is surrounded by trees on the hilltop. The window shutters next to the front door are closed. Firewood has been piled up against the wall around the corner.
Well, we're gonna get some of that wood if we can.
Enter the shack. Button. Character tab. Enter the shack is surrounded by trees. Enter the shack.
Let's go ahead and
Button.
enter the shack.
Enter the shack. The shack is sparsely furnished. There's a stove next to the bed by the window. Light from the doorway reveals a closet in the back. Lynn the outcast shuts the door and kneels down by the stove. She gets to work on starting a fire. You feel weary.
Yeah, we are weary, but we're not hurt.
Take a seat. Button. Character tab. The shack is take a seat.
go ahead and take a
Button.
seat.
Take a seat. You sit down on the side of the bed and rest your legs for a while. The nomad gets a fire going in the stove under the window. She throws in a couple of logs. Finally, ellipsis.
Okay.
You mentioned that my brother left a few things. You sit down on the side of the bed. Previous. The shack is. You sit down on the side of the bed and rest your legs for a while. The nomad gets a fire going in the stove under the window. She throws in a couple of logs. Finally, ellipsis. You mentioned that my brother left a few. You sit down on the side of. You mentioned that my brother left a few things behind. Ellipsis. Button.
You mentioned that my brother left a few things behind. Might I see them?
Character tab. You mentioned that my brother left. You mentioned that my brother left a few things behind. Cross-legged and wrapped in a wolf hide. Lynn the outcast remains hunkered down by the stove. Without turning around, she replies, "Check under the floorboards." And he left some clothes in the closet as well. Ellipsis. Take whatever you need.
All right, we'll go ahead and grab all those items.
Open the closet. Button.
Let's go ahead and open it.
Open the closet. Used. There are clothes and blankets in the closet. Most of the garments here are not your size, but you find a couple of things that obviously belong to your brother.
Okay, great.
Open the closet. Used. Button. Remove the loose floorboards. Button.
Let's go ahead and check
Remove
the
the loose
floorboards.
Character tab. Tab. Previous. There are. Main menu. Previous. There are. You find a hidden compartment. There are a few empty jugs and some other trinkets. You notice a crumpled scroll, wedged in between a pair of wooden logs.
Let's go ahead and take that.
Take the scroll. Button. Take the scroll.
We'll take that.
You pick up the crumpled parchment. Both sides are covered with clumsily written runes. Lynn the outcast looks over her shoulder. Let me know what it says when you're done reading. Ellipsis.
Let me know what it says when you're done reading, please. I will, Lenny.
Take the crimson sphere. Button.
Let's take the crimson spear.
Take the crimson sphere. You pick up the redstone orb. Deep down in the crypts of the ocean shrine, this artifact was part of a strange contraption within the tabernacle. A keepsake from a place buried in time.
I remember this. We lit it on fire and it did something weird. We didn't really figure out. Oh, if this is magic, that'd be great.
Carefully search the hidden compartment. Button.
Let's go ahead and carefully
search the hidden compartment. Used. You find nothing else of value.
Okay.
Carefully search the hidden compartment. Used. Put back the loose floorboards. Button.
Let's go ahead and put back the loose floorboards. We don't want to be rude.
Huddled in the wolf hide. The nomad hums gently by the wood stove. Still cold and tired. You sit down on the side of the bed. Shadows move across the ceiling. Talk to Lynn the outcast. But open the closet. Use. Remove the loose floorboards. Use. Character tab. Tab. Remove the loose floor. Open the closet. Used. Talk to Lynn the outcast.
Let's
Button.
check what inventory items we have.
Notifications. 15. The beast of prey knows when and where to strike long before the time comes. Ellipsis. 2x gain 30 experience. Completed objective find Lynn the outcast. 3x gain 10 experience. You leveled up. Completed objective travel to the home of Lynn the outcast. Gained brown leather gloves. Gained wool shirt.
Ooh.
Gained scroll. The journal of Alec Barnabas. Second page. Gained 15 experience. Completed objective obtain your brother's notes. Gained volcanic sphere. Button.
Oh, this is sweet. All right, let's find out what all this stuff is. This is good. Let's clear that.
No notifications.
Let's check out. Let's get our leveling up done first.
Character tab. Tab. Character
What
tab.
are we going to do here?
Tab. Level 5.
We're definitely going to want to put a point in.
Increase strength with 1. Button.
I think we should increase our strength because we're going heavy.
3. Increase strength with 1. Button.
Let's go ahead and increase our strength.
Increase strength with 1.
That's going to allow
Charisma.
us to carry more.
1. Protection. 1. Charisma. 150 health. 4. Health. 150/150.
Oh, lovely. 20 more hit points.
Charisma. 1. Protection. 8. Resilience. 1. Speed. 1 point. Agility. 2. Block chance. 15 perception. 1. Encumber. 7. Damage. Heading. 17/30.
Okay, our encumbrance is now gone up to 30. That's lovely.
Damage. Heading. Main hand. 5. 11 melee.
5, 11 melee.
Offhand. And dash. Deer. Heading. Head. Black cat. Button.
Let's check out our
Body.
new inventory
Oiled
items.
leather vest. Hands. Wool mittens. Button. Feet.
We have some new items.
Light fur boots. Accessory. Shroud. Ornament. Bone amulet. Main hand. Jagged flints. Offhand. Barrel lid. Combat action. Open tooltip. Combat action. Close carrot. Inventory tab. Quests tab. Has update or unread item. Tab. Inventory tab. Has update or unread item. Close
Let's read our
inventory tab.
inventory. I like to do
Arrow, 14.
inventory first, then I do quest tab.
Hunting bow. Jagged flint stick. Rusty iron saw. Rusty iron ship. Rusty pitchfork. Sharp stick. Stone axe. Stone mallet. Wooden cudgel. Wooden staff. Weapon. 11. Expanded. Armor. Weapon. 11. Expanded.
Let's see, 11th weapon.
Armor. 12. 2 new. Weapon. 11. Expanded. Arrow. 14. Close. Button. Arrow. 14. Hunting bow.
Hunting bow.
Jagged flint sickle. Equip. Rusty iron saw.
What's-
Rusty iron ship. Rusty pitchfork.
There's something else I just got.
Sharp stick. Stone axe. Stone mallet. Wooden cudgel. Wooden staff. Weapon. 11.
I
Expanded.
don't know what new weapon. I guess there was nothing new here.
Armor. 12. 2 new.
Okay, let's check out the armor.
12. 2 new. Barrel lid. 2. Equip.
Barrel lid. We have one. Oh, we can sell one of our barrel lids.
Black cap. Equip.
We got the black cap.
Oiled leather vest. Equip. Brown leather gloves new.
Okay, brown leather gloves. Let's go
Brown
ahead.
leather gloves.
Those are probably
Lined
going to
with
be
wool.
an upgrade.
A perfect fit. Brown leather lined with wool. A perfect fit.
Ooh, I love warm gloves.
1 armor. Encumbrance 1. Replaces wool mittens. Slots. Hands. Dim.
Oh,
Button.
it isn't an upgrade. We already had gloves on it already good.
Equip. Button. Slots. Replaces wool mittens. Slots. Hands. Equip. Button. Barrel lid. 2.
Let's
Equip.
go ahead and equip
Button.
it anyway.
Unequip. Barrel lid. 2. Black. Oiled leather vest. Brown leather gloves. Fur mantle. Leather buckler. Light fur boots. Equip. Leather buckler.
Leather buckler. I think we have something else better.
Light fur boots. Equip. Shroud of Grief. Equip. Torn wool shirt.
Okay, what's this torn?
Wool cap. Torn wool shirt.
What's this torn
Torn
wool
wool shirt.
shirt?
Wool cap. Wool mittens. Slots. Body. Replaces oiled leather vest.
Nah.
Slots. Body. Dim. Equip. Button. Barrel lid. 2. Equip. Slots. Replaces oiled leather vest. Encumbrance 1. 1 armor. down -3.
Okay, we don't want to lose what we have on.
Encumber, replace, slots, equip, barrel lid, black cap, boiled brown leather, fur mantle, leather buckler, light fur boots, shroud of grief, equip, torn wool shirt, wool cap, wool mittens, wool shirt new.
Wool shirt new? What's
Wool
this
shirt.
wool shirt got on? I don't see why we can't have a wool shirt on and a leather boiled vest, because wouldn't the shirt go under it?
Weapon, 11, collapsed. Encumbrance 2.
Okay, this is just a little better. See, this is what you can wear if you haven't bought the boiled leather. I bought the boiled leather because it's just so good.
2 armor, down thick and long sleeve. A good choice for wintertime. 2 armor, down -2, encumbrance 2.
Yeah, we're going to sell all this stuff, but again, I'd like to have a bank to keep all this at.
Replaces boiled leather slots, body, equip, button, barrel lid, 2, black cap, equip, boiled leather vest, brown leather gloves, equip.
But we can sell all this, which is great. Will give us some more cash for more wood, torches, and medicine and potions.
Fur mantle, leather buckler, light fur boots, shroud of grief, torn wool shirt, wool cap, wool mittens, wool shirt, weapon, 11, collapsed, armor, 12, expanded, food, 3, collapsed, medicine, 1, collapsed, tool, 6, collapsed, treasure, 4, collapsed, scripture, 7, 1 new, collapsed.
Okay, let's check out the scriptures.
7, 1 book, gutter snipe tactics, book, the journal of Miriam Barnabas, book, the law of the land, pamphlet, Necropolis Empira, scroll, proof of citizenry, amended, scroll, proof of citizenry, Miriam Barnabas, scroll, the journal of Alec Barnabas, second page, new.
Okay, let's check out the
Scroll,
second
the journal
page.
of Alec Barnabas. Both sides of this crumpled parchment are covered with a great density of runes. Read, button.
Let's go ahead and read this. This is probably
First
going to be
moon,
a quest.
439.
Okay, we're going to read this whole thing. Here we go. I'm going to swipe down.
Lynn is caught between worlds. Lynn is caught between worlds. The nomads want her dead, and everybody else wants
Okay,
nothing
Lynn.
to do with the
We're gonna
traitor.
call her Lynn
The militia
from now
used
on.
her during the Woodland Uprising. She got paid, sure, but that was the end of that. Now she's left to fend for herself, living like an animal. Hard not to feel pity. Love? Maybe, but mostly pity. Somebody gotta take care of her, and I guess that'd be me. We built a house on the hill together. Not too shabby. Being with her does put me in a good mood. As good as it gets. Anyhow, suppose I could get used to this. Second moon, 439. Went back to visit my brother in the infirmary. Still out of it. No telling when he'll be back to his former self. Bumped into Serlo. He was in a good mood. Turns out, he just got paid. Apparently, the militia struck some kind of deal with the knights. He wasn't sure about the details, but now there's plenty of gold in our coffers. Said I joined him later for some drinks. Went up to the paymaster's office. The colonel reprimanded me for coming and going as I please. We argued back and forth. Explained to him that things aren't simple out there. Can't always follow protocol to the letter. He warned me not to test his patience. Told him he was lucky to have any soldiers left under his command. Not everyone wants to work for free. Just playful ribbing. At this point, out of curiosity, I asked him how the wage crisis got solved. Where did all the money come from? And his answer made me lose my mind. No kidding, we almost came to blows. But I kept my temper in check. Glad I did, or I'd be dead or in jail by now. Anyway, this is what the colonel told me. After the caravan from Woodland Outpost got robbed, the militia was broken out of options, and no relief was given from High Lord Silicro, as the nobles were mired in their own problems. Disgraced and bankrupt, the militia decided to try and sell Cornerstone Keep to the knights. The fortress was destroyed during the war. The knights could afford to restore it and put it to better use. The offer was made to Lord Bremerton of Highcastle. Few days later, an emissary arrived to Riverside Outpost with a counter-offer. As the colonel told me what happened next, my blood was boiling. Lord Bremerton offered a larger sum of gold, ellipsis, on one condition. He demanded full ownership of the surrounding territory, and he refused to settle for less. In other words, he wanted Loga. He wanted the entire Western District, or the deal was off the table, and the militia agreed to his demand. I was furious. To his credit, the colonel understood my frustration. He just sat there as I cursed him out, until I stormed off, determined to never come back. My head was spinning as I left the outpost. Until now, there was a sliver of hope. It's been a harsh winter, ellipsis, but come springtime, we rebuild. Yes, a new city rising from the ashes, and I could finally go back home. But no, the Western District is now the property of Lord Bremerton, ellipsis, and for us, tomorrow is no longer promised. Third moon, 439. Supposed to be out on patrol, but I'm shacked up with Lynn, trying to teach her how to read and write. Slow going. Maybe I'm not the best teacher. Been thinking. The militia sold us out, but they had no choice. The nobles are to blame, and they got us in this mess to begin with. Had they not waited such a long time before crossing Hydron Bridge, ellipsis, the war might have been less of a sob story. But they played it safe. Let us take the hit, ellipsis, selfish cowards. But what's done is done. No going back. All I know is that I've had it up to here with politics. Always compromise. Always the lesser of two evils. I refuse to be a part of it. Gonna keep collecting my wages and do things my way. Don't give a damn if militia got a problem with it. I've lost everything. Let them do their worst. Out hunting with Lynn. As usual, she wanted to stay as far away from nomad territory as possible. I was about to tell her, ellipsis, that she has nothing to fear from the nomads. Most of them are dead or exiled. Sure, might be a few of them left. Nothing I can't handle. And besides, we gotta eat. There's a reason why people hunt in the Valley of Prey. Had this argument before, but I said nothing. Instead, I just stood there on top of the hill, gazing across the vast reaches of the Fenris woodlands. And I started thinking. Maybe Lynn wasn't crazy after all. Somebody robbed the shipment from Woodland Outpost. And not only that, ellipsis. Trustin said the outpost was destroyed later. Might have lost his mind, but he's right. The tower is gone. Bandits? Maybe. But the outpost and the caravan were heavily guarded. Whoever took them out had to be well trained, organized, ellipsis, and able to use the terrain to their advantage. It all adds up. Maybe the nomads are back, with a vengeance. I had to look into it. So I did. Next few days I was on the prowl, hunting nomads in the wilderness. And sure enough, they were out there. Plenty of signs. Traps. Footprints. Ellipsis. Took a while, but I finally caught one of them by surprise. He was alone. Beat him senseless until he gave up the location of their camp. Threw him off a cliff. Scouted the camp. Mapped out the movements of sentries and hunters. Got what I need. Time to parley. The plan worked. Nomads knew I was coming. Captured me before I reached the camp. Brought me to their tribal elder. The man was holding court in a place they called the Winter Cave. Introduced himself as Elder Ariamnes. Told me they knew I was watching. And they knew that Lynn the outcast was my mistress. Asked me where to find her. I laughed. Explained to him that unless I came back to Riverside Outpost in one piece, ellipsis, my friends would open a box. Inside of this box, they would find a map, ellipsis, with annotations. And my friends would hand it over to the colonel. And the militia would know everything about the nomads, ellipsis, or at the very least, more than enough to wipe them out. Caught his attention. Asked me what I wanted. Told him I had no quarrel with the nomads. All I wanted was to make a deal, ellipsis, stay away from Lynn, or suffer the consequences. Elder Ariamnes thought about it for a minute, and then he agreed. Now that's politics. Took a long detour as I headed back home and delivered the news. Felt pretty good about myself. I was bluffing, of course. Got the map in a safe place. But nobody knows about it. Gonna keep it that way. Why? Because the militia would love to get their hands on it. And the way things are, denying them that satisfaction brings me great pleasure. And to be honest, I don't mind the nomads. They're scrappy. Got their land back, fair and square. They earned it. Bound to clash with the city-state sooner or later. Anyway, far as I'm concerned, that's none of my business. Days go by. Feeling restless. Trying to keep busy. Drinking. Hunting. Working. Fornicating. Still not enough to keep my demons at bay. Been thinking about my sister lately. Before the war, all I ever wrote was reports. Ellipsis. Miriam is the reason why I do this. Why I write things down. Ellipsis. She always told me that I lacked introspection. That writing is a way to know oneself and be at peace. Ellipsis. But I'm still restless. No matter how much I write. My mind keeps going back to the night when Logut was burning. Ellipsis. Domestic life bores me. I'm sick of Lynn. Sick of her dumb face. And Riverside Outpost is crowded by a bunch of spineless tattletales. Keep running their yaps. Tarnishing my record. Ellipsis. And for what? So they can go up the ladder. Hell if I care. Pater Heinrich told me there's a good chance that my brother will never wake up. That's it. I'm done with the militia. Got a new thing going. Got some new friends. Ellipsis. And what they told me opened my eyes to new possibilities. Knowing what I know now. Ellipsis. So much of what I saw back in the slums of Logut starts to make sense. Ellipsis. And you know what? There may be 1,000 ways to vanish in times of war. But I still believe that my sister was taken. Ellipsis. And I might just know who did it. So that's it. I'm leaving. Brother, if you are reading this, ellipsis, I'm gonna find out what happened to our sister. No matter the cost. Soon I will be heading south in search of answers. If what I've been told is true, then the town of Sickle is the best place to start. With a bit of luck, you may catch up with me. But you have to move quickly. Vertical scroll bar, 6 pages, 97%, adjustable, close, button.
All right, we found out a lot of information. This should complete this section of the game. Let's check our time. I think we might just be about at 2 hours.
The timer time is 0 hour 30 minutes.
Oh, no, we still have 30 minutes left, so we have a lot of time to get most of the things wrapped up in this part of the world. The story is very interesting. Let's go ahead and close this log and let Lynn know what's going on. She's going to be hence referred to as Lynn.
Close, button. Close. Close, button.
Okay, we got a completion. Let's check our notifications.
No. Quest tab has update or unread item. Quest tab has up notifications. 2. Gain 15 experience. Completed objective. Read the second page of your brother's journal. Button.
Cool. All right, let's check our quest tab.
Quest tab has update or close quest tab. Tab. Blood is thicker than water. 6 of 8 objectives.
6 of 8 objectives. Wow, that blood is thicker than water quest is just getting huge.
The Robert Militia. 1 of 3 objectives.
Okay, we still got to complete that Robert Militia.
Infernal Odyssey completed. Root Awakening completed. Character tab. The Robert Militia. Blood is thicker than water. Close button. Blood is thicker than water. 6 of 8 objectives.
Okay, we need
blood
to
is thicker
complete
than water.
this.
6 of
Blood
8
is
Your brother has gone missing. He went out on patrol a few days before you woke up in Riverside Outpost. You have to find him, no matter what.
We have a lot of looking, but we know our brother is moving down to the city of Sickle, so we'll be having future episodes probably down in Sickle. But yeah, we're getting a lot of things wrapped up here.
Quest objective. Travel to the town of Sickle.
Okay, we need to go to the town of Sickle.
According to your brother's journal, he decided to embark on a southbound journey to the town of Sickle. He is determined to find out what happened to your sister, who disappeared during the war. It's not clear exactly why he chose this particular destination.
Yeah, we're going to save our game and everything. We have a few more things I want to do around here first.
Quest objective. Make travel arrangements.
Okay, we need to make travel arrangements,
The town of Sickle is far away. You need to find someone who can take you there.
which will probably be Lynn.
Quest objective: read the second page of your brother's journal. Completed.
We've already read that.
You have obtained the second part of your brother's handwritten journal. It may provide useful
Second
information.
part of our brother's handwritten journal.
Quest objective: obtain your brother's notes. You have arrived at the home of Lynn the Outcast.
Okay.
Quest objective: travel to the home. Close. Button.
Let's close that.
Close. Quest tab. Tab.
All right, let's talk to Lynn.
Notifications. 2. Gain 15. Huddled in a wolf hide. Previous. You find main menu. Huddled in a wolf. Previous. You main menu.
Let's go ahead and save.
Main menu. Continue. New game. Save game.
Save our
Button.
game.
Save game. Huddled in a wolf hide.
Cool.
The nomad
We're
hunts gently
saved.
by the woods. Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Open the closet. Used. Button.
We've already done that.
Remove the loose floorboards. Used.
We've done
Button.
that.
Character tab.
Let's go.
Open the closet. You talk to Lynn the
Let's
Outcast.
go ahead and talk to
Talk to
Lynn.
Lynn the Outcast. Wait. Ellipsis. Do you hear that? She gets up from the floor and opens the window shutters. Someone's coming. Ellipsis. You hear footsteps in the snow.
All right. Wait. Do you hear that? There's someone out there. Prepare yourself. I hope you like your brother. You know how to fight.
Look out the window. Button.
Okay.
Character tab.
Let's go ahead and
look
look out the window.
Look out the window. You are struck by a cold gust of wind from outside. 2 figures are approaching the front door. One of them is holding a torch. Their features are barely discernible in the dark blizzard. Lynn the Outcast shuts the window. They are coming for me. You should go.
They are coming for me. Save yourself. I don't think so, Lynn. We're going to stay together. I will help you, and you will help me.
Do you know who they are? Button.
Let's find out some information. We have time to talk while they
Do you know who
approach.
they are?
Instead of preparing
Nomads.
ourselves.
Out for blood. Anything else? I'd be surprised. Ellipsis.
They are nomads. They have come to kill me. I am considered a traitor among my people. And yours.
Don't worry. I'll protect you. Step outside. Don't worry. I'll protect you.
I'm going to change this to let's protect each other. I don't believe in the damsel in distress kind of patriarchal kind of tone.
Step out. Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Let's
Button.
protect each other.
Don't worry.
We'll work
I'll
together.
protect you. Believe it when I see it. Now go. Ellipsis.
I'll believe you when we survive this. But you should leave.
Step outside. Button. Believe it when I see it. Now go. Ellipsis.
Well, I'll prove it to you.
Step outside. Character tab. Step
Let's
outside.
step outside.
Step outside. You open the front door and step out in the cold night. Draped in tattered wolf hides. 2 nomad thugs approach. Holding a torch and brandishing a wooden club. One of them says, "Got no quarrel with you." Step aside and walk away.
We got no quarrel with you, soldier. We want the woman.
You do have a quarrel with me then, because you're not getting to her. Stand down or die.
Previous. Believe it when you open the front door. Previous. Observe the nomads. Button.
Let's go ahead and
Fight them. Observe the nomads.
observe them first,
Observe
and then
the
we're going to
nomads.
go ahead and fight them.
You recognize the woodland nomads from the river shrine. The tall one is armed with a crude ship.
Oh, these were the 2 by the river. Okay, so there are these 2 nomads. They wouldn't talk to us. They were very insulting. Yeah, I'm going to give them some payback right now. They were outside of the little shrine there. They didn't want to fight us then, but I think we're going to do this thing now.
Fight them. Button.
So they must have followed us. Let's go ahead and fight them.
Negotiate. Button.
Oh, no.
Leave. Button. Fight them.
We're
Button.
fighting, dude.
Initiating
Let's do it.
combat. Nomad scoundrel's turn.
Okay.
Attack. Block.
Oh.
Nomad thug's turn. Attack. Miss.
All right.
Your turn.
Looks like they're very, very bad with their aim. So this is a perfect time for us to go into defensive mode. You might have noticed I've done a lot of defensive mode, but it seems to be the most effective.
Nomad thug. Nomad scoundrel. Your action.
Okay.
Nomad thug.
Nomad
Distance
thug.
From you. 1. Health. 49 of 49.
Ooh,
Protection. 3.
pretty beefy boy.
Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Defensive.
Okay, they're in defensive mode. We're gonna go in defensive mode too.
Nomad scoundrel. Selected.
Scoundrel.
Distance from you. 1. Health. 49 of 49. Protection. 1. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive.
Okay, you're aggressive, and you're gonna go DPSing on me, and the other one's gonna go defensive. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Nomad scoundrel. Your action point. Effects. Your health. Your advantage.
Let's go ahead and
300
put
of
on
5,000.
our defensive
Barrel lid.
posture.
Pressed. Jagged flints. Attack. Hamstring. Move away. Unavail. Move forward. Apply combat stance.
Let's apply our
Apply
combat stance.
Activates. Aggressive 1 action. Defensive 1 action.
go put in
Protection.
our defensive
stance.
combat stance.
Nomad scoundrel. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health.
Now, there
49
should
of
be no
49.
reason
Protection.
why
1. Actions.
Lynn shouldn't
1.
be helping us.
Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Your action points. 2. Effects. Defensive.
Okay,
Your
let's,
health.
let's
100.
go
Your
ahead and
advantage.
attack this
300 of
first
5,000.
one.
Barrel lid. Press to equip another item. Jagged flint sickle. Press to equip another. Attack. 5 to 11 damage.
Let's go ahead and attack
Button.
this first
Attack.
one.
-8.
Ooh, nice. Let's hit him again.
Attack. -8. No.
Cool.
Nomad scoundrel. Distance from you. 1. Attack. -8.
Ooh, hit us for
Nomad thug's
8.
turn. Attack. Evade.
Okay, evaded
Your turn.
that second attack. Got hit by that first attack. That's fine.
Move forward.
All right, now we're
Unavailable.
gonna
Cost.
apply that
One action.
hamstring.
Button. Apply combat stance. Cost. Enter. Apply combat. Move forward. Move away. Cost. Hamstring. Cost. One action. 2000 advantage. Strike the enemy in the back of the leg.
Go hit that hamstring.
-11.
Ooh, nice.
Attack.
Let's go
5
hit
to
that
11
attack
damage. -5.
and attack
Attack.
again.
-6. Nomad Scoundrel's turn. Move. Your turn.
Oh, he's moving away? You want to move away? I'm gonna go smack your butt.
Barrel lid. Press to equip it. Your health. Effects.
See where you
Your
are.
action points. Nomad Thug. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health.
Okay.
49. Nomad Scoundrel. Distance from you. 2.
All right.
Health.
You're trying to
11 of
run
49.
away?
Protection. 1. Actions. 1. Advantage. 160 of 5000. Effects. Hamstrung. Turns. Nomad Scoundrel. Distance from you. 2. Health. 11 of 49. Protection.
we're gonna go
1.
ahead and finish him
Actions.
off.
1. Nomad Thug. Your action point. Effects. Your health. 142 of 150.
I don't want him to get away.
Your advantage. Barrel lid. Jagged flint sick. Attack. Hamstring. Move away. Cost. Move forward. Unavailable.
Okay,
Cost. One
looks
action.
like there's...
Button.
Okay, this is what I talked about before. They'll switch places, like one will jump behind the other one, and that way he can live a little longer, and I think what happens is they'll pull out a ranged weapon, and that's a very effective strategy.
Apply combat stance. Cost.
Let's go
One
ahead and
action.
take
A
out,
combat stance can temporarily boost offensive
its
or
buddy.
defensive property. Move forward.
So what I
Unavailable.
think the best
Cost. One
strategy
action.
here is
Button.
to hurt everybody, so if they do switch positions, you've weakened them.
Apply combat stance. Move forward. Move away. Cost. Hamstring. Cost.
Let's go
One
ahead and
action.
hamstrung your
2000
buddy.
advantage. -9.
And hamstring you again.
Hamstring. -7.
And do we have a third hamstring?
Hamstring. Unavailable. Cost.
Okay, now let's
attack.
go ahead and
5 to 11.
attack.
-4. Nomad Thug's turn.
All right, Thug's hurt
Defensive
pretty bad.
stance.
Okay, he's in defensive stance.
Nomad Scoundrel's turn. Aggressive stance.
Okay, Scoundrel just put
Your
on
turn.
aggressive stance. I'm surprised he didn't whip out a ranged weapon.
Barrel lid. Press to equip another item. Jagged flint sickle. Press to attack. 5 to 11 damage.
Let's-
Hamstring. Unavailable. Cost.
let's,
attack.
attack.
5 to 11. -6.
Attack again.
Attack. -4. Hamstring.
And let's
Cost.
hamstring
One
him
action.
for the
Hamstring.
third stack.
-8. Nomad Scoundrel's turn. Throw. Critical -17.
Oh, you did pull out a ranged
turn.
weapon, you loser. I knew it. All right.
Barrel lid. Press to equip jagged flint sickle. Attack. 5. Hamstring. Cost. 1 action. Move away. Cost. Move forward. Move away. Hamstring. Attack. 5. Jagged flint sickle. Barrel lid. Your advantage. Your health. 1 effects. Your action points. 3 of 3. Nomad Thug. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 11 of 49.
Okay, we're gonna finish you
Protection.
off.
3. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5000. Effects. Hamstrung. Hamstrung. Defensive. Hamstrung.
Yeah, got all the hamstrungs on you. I wonder how many times hamstrung could stack. I'm super curious about that.
Your action points. Effects. Your health. Your advantage. 2010 of 5000.
Let's hamstring you again. See if hamstring can stack 4 times.
Barrel lid. Jagged flint. Attack. Hamstring. Cost. 1 action. 2000. Hamstring. -7.
Let's find out if that stacks.
Attack. Jagged flint sickle. Pressed. Barrel lid. Pressed. Your advantage. Your health. 120. Effects. Your action points. Nomad Thug. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 4 of 49. Protection. 3. Actions. 1. Advantage. 0 of 5000. Effects. Hamstrung. Hamstrung. Defensive. Hamstrung. Hamstrung.
Holy cow, hamstrung can stack 4 times? This is wild.
Your action point. Effects. Your health. Your advantage. 10 of
All right,
5000.
cool. Well, we know it can stack 4 times.
Barrel lid. Jagged flint sick. Attack. 5
Let's
to
go ahead
11
and just
damage.
finish him off.
Attack. -8.
He's down. Let's go move forward and get the other one.
Hamstring. Unavailable. Move away. Cost. Move forward. Cost. 1 action.
Let's go ahead and move forward.
Move forward. Unavailable. Move. Nomad Scoundrel's turn.
Okay.
Cut. Block. Your turn.
Oh, don't try to cut me. You try to cut me, cut you.
Eldrum. Red
let's,
tide. Turn. Nomad Scoundrel.
finish you off.
Turns. Current turn hold. Nomad Scoundrel. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 11 of 49.
Yeah, you're going
Protect
down.
your action point. Effects. Your health. Your advantage. Barrel lid. Jagged flint sickle. Attack. 5
You're
to
gonna
11
go
damage.
down
Attack.
pretty fast.
-9.
And one more.
Attack. -6.
You're done.
Battered and bruised. Their bodies drop. You are the last man standing, but you feel weak in the knees. It's been a long day, and now the world spins faster and faster. Above the blizzard burns the sky serpent, the last thing you see before you pass out.
There's no reason for us to pass out, but it's fine. We can let the dramatic overtones take over.
Sleep. Button. Sleep. But battered and bruised. Their bodies drop.
Maybe
You are the
we're
last man
supposed-
standing, but you feel weak in the knees.
Okay,
It's been a long
there
day,
is a
and now the
fatigue.
world spins faster and faster. Above the
Okay,
blizzard
maybe
burns the
there's
sky
a fatigue
serpent.
thing.
The last
We
thing
need
you
to
see before you
sleep
pass
more
out.
often. I didn't know we needed to sleep. Maybe we need to sleep in places like inns because they don't tell us that information. There should be a fatigue meter or something because I didn't know.
Sleep. Button. Sleep. But battered and bruised.
I guess we have to sleep. Let's go ahead and sleep.
And so you slip and fall into the familiar black void. Down below beckons the burning city where phantoms drift.
Okay.
Dream. Button. Dream.
Let's
Button. And so you slip and dream.
Dream.
Button.
I
Dream.
didn't want to sleep in the snow, but it's
You
fine.
have returned to the crematorium. Your brother is here. Together, you advance with a forceful stride. Scorched by walls of flame, you keep moving. Slashed apart, foreign soldiers drown in red rivers, rushing down the stone-paved hills of the infernal metropolis. A woman whispers in the putrid smog. Listen. Button.
Let's listen.
Listen. Could it be? No. A voice from elsewhere, above darkness. Trembling in cold sweat, you awaken from nightmares of blood and steel. Open your eyes. Button. Open your eyes.
Let's open our
Button.
eyes.
Open your eyes.
There was a little nice dream
A warm
sequence
bed.
there.
Lynn the outcast is watching over you. Dwindling flames in the stove shed slivers of light on her face. Seemed like you were having a bad dream. Did a lot of talking. About your sister, I think. Ellipsis.
Seems like you were having a bad dream. You talked about your sister a lot, and your brother. Are you okay? I'm okay, Lynn. Thank you so much for helping me.
All right, let's find out what items we got from those two nomads.
Quest tab. Tab. Notifications. 4. Gain 15 experience. Completed objective. Read the second page of your brother's journal. 2 times gain 10 experience. Button.
Cool, we got 20 experience.
Notifications. 4. Gain
Let's
no
clear those
notifications.
notifications. How much farther till we level?
Character tab. Tab. Close character tab. Tab. Inventory tab. Quest tab. Tab. Resilience. 8. 4. Strength. Open tooltip. Derivatives. Open tooltip. Attributes. Experience 715 of 875.
715. Okay, we have a long way to go before we level.
Attributes. Open tooltip. Derivatives. Heading. Close.
Let's
Button.
close that. Did these two
A warm
didn't
bed.
drop any
Lynn the
weapons?
outcast is watching over you.
That
Dwindling
really
flames in the
stinks.
stove shed slivers of light. A warm bed. Lynn the outcast is inventory tab. Tab.
Don't think we have any new
Close inventory tab.
items.
Arrow. 14.
Yeah, we should have gotten something because that guy threw some knives at us. Shouldn't we have gotten some of the items that he threw at us?
Hunting bow. Jagged flint sickle.
Yeah,
Equip.
see, I don't like when you kill enemies who have weapons and we don't get their weapons.
Quest tab. Tab. Close inventory tab. Tab.
Let's close that.
In-
All right, that's fine.
Health. A warm bed. Observe the nomad. Button. Thank you for taking care of me. Button. How long was I out? Button. Thank you for
we have a
taking
lot of
care
questions
of me.
to ask.
Observe the nomad. Button.
Let's observe
Observe the nomad.
Lynn.
The fearful tension is gone. Peace of mind seems to soften her features. The white strand in her black mane reflects the dim light from the dying fire.
Okay.
Thank you for taking care of me. Button.
Thank you for taking care of me, Lynn.
Thank you for taking care of me. She smiles. That's what friends are for. We help each other out. Ellipsis.
That is what friends are for. That's what I was taught. You're welcome.
How long was I out? Button.
How long was I out, Lynn?
How long was I out? Couple of hours or so. Still dark outside.
A couple of hours. Not long.
I have to get going. Button. Remain silent. Button.
Let's remain silent.
Remain silent. For a while, no other sound is heard but the melancholy night winds birthed by the blizzard outside.
Nice prose.
I have to get going. Button. Go back to sleep. Button.
Should we go back to sleep?
Character tab.
Let's
Go back to sleep.
Might
Go
as well
back to
get some
sleep.
sleep here.
Lynn the outcast sits down on the side of the bed. Leaning in, she pokes your chest and speaks with a beseeching, almost childish tone of voice. Please, you mustn't fall asleep yet. I need to know. Ellipsis. What did you learn from the runes? Did Alec mention me at all? When is he coming back?
What did you learn from his notes? I need to know. Where is he?
All right.
My brother is on his way to the town of Sickle. I don't know when he's coming back. Button.
My brother is on his way to the town of Sickle. I apologize for the way he treated you.
My brother is on his way to the town of Sickle. Sickle? That's quite far. She sighs. And what about me? Did he write anything about me?
Did he write anything about me? And why would he be going so far to Sickle? He is on a quest, and I do not know why.
He didn't mention you at all. Button.
He did mention you, though.
Let me check. Ellipsis. This is what he wrote. I'm sick of Lynn. Sick of her dumb face.
Oh,
Button.
we're not saying that. That's very rude.
He had nothing but. Let me check. He didn't mention you at all. Button.
Let's lie. Either way, these are all dumb.
Let me check. He had nothing but good things. Character tab. He had nothing but good things to say about you. Button.
Let's go ahead and lie. He said that he loved you very much. And
He
will
had nothing
miss
but
you.
good things to say
He
about you.
Told
She
me
smiles.
to look after you.
Right. Ellipsis. Of course. Alec means the world to me, but I often wonder about him. Ellipsis. You know? Life was always a lonely road. Ellipsis. Until I met your brother. I do hope he comes back soon. Ellipsis. She trails off, lost in thought. If you don't mind, I'd like to get some sleep. Ellipsis. Button.
All right.
Character tab. Tab. If you don't
let's
mind,
get some
I'd
sleep.
like to get some sleep. If you
Let's
don't mind,
both get
I'd
some
like to get some
sleep, Lynn.
sweet dreams. You close your eyes and quickly descend into black nothingness. A road well traveled between harsh reality and infernal terror.
All right. A little lie every now and then to spare her feelings. My brother's quite rude.
Dream. Button. Character tab. Dream.
Let's go ahead and
button.
dream.
Dream. There is no escape from the crematorium. A sequence of memories unfolds, one that you have lived through so many times before. Visions of death and destruction from the war, a torturous edifice in your mind, leaving no space for anything else. Fire from the sky burns you to ash once more, ending another cycle of blood and steel. The infernal dream is replaced by darkness and cold
The
sweat.
infernal dream over and over again. We need to remove this dream.
Previous, sweet dreams. Open your eyes. Button. Character tab. Tab.
Well, let's see if there's anything new that dropped in our inventory.
Notifications. 1. Health plus 25. Button.
Oh, cool. We got our health back, which is great.
Quests tab. Tab.
Nothing new.
Inventory tab. Tab.
Nothing new.
Character tab. Tab.
Nothing new.
Open your eyes. Button.
Let's open our eyes.
Open your eyes.
All right, cool.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast. The light of dawn. Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Button.
It's the middle of the day.
The light of dawn. A winter breeze from the open window. Dying embers in the stove. Still wrapped in her wolf hide. Lynn the Outcast stands watch. The forest hills are quiet. No longer lashed by the nocturnal blizzard.
Well, we could have took turns keeping watch.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast.
Let's talk to
Button.
her.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Used. She mutters. Your chatter kept me up all night. Seems like you were having a bad dream.
You kept me all night, but you're talking in your sleep and you're snoring. And you smell bad. I'm sorry, Lynn. It's been a while. I'd love to take a bath and get cleaned up and be more presentable, but thank you for your hospitality. I appreciate it. You're welcome. You're a lot more polite than your brother. You're different. More refined. Thank you. We'll find him, though. I promise we'll find Alec. We'll make this right.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Used. Remove the loose floorboards. Button. Open the closet. Button. Leave. Button. Open the closet. Button. Remove the loose floorboards. Button.
Well, it says we haven't done it before, so let's do
Remove
it
the
again.
loose floorboards. You take another look inside the hidden compartment, just in case. There are some empty clay jugs, firewood and a few other things down there.
Ooh, firewood.
Carefully search the hidden compartment. Used. But put back the loose floorboard. Leave. Button. Character
Can
tab.
I take the
Tab.
firewood?
Leave. Put back the loose floorboards. Used.
Well, looks like
Put
we
back
can't
the loose
take the
floorboards.
firewood.
Used. The light of dawn. A winter breeze from the
I
open
think that
window.
was a bit of a
Dying embers in the
mistake.
stove.
If you're saying
Still
there's
wrapped in her wolf
firewood,
hide. Lynn the Outcast stands
we're
watch.
taking all
The forest
firewood.
hills are quiet. No
That's
longer lashed
2
by the
gold
nocturnal
each.
blizzard. Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Open the closet.
Let's
Button.
open the closet
Open the
again,
closet.
just in case.
You take another look inside the closet. There is nothing useful here.
Okay.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Leave. Button.
All right,
Talk to
let's
Lynn the
talk to
Outcast.
Lynn.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Used. She yawns. If you need a place to stay, my door is always open.
Okay, this is another inn, obviously.
Talk to Lynn the Outcast. Leave. Button.
All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this very lovely special episode here. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all being patient with me. I wanted to give you an extra special 2-hour-long episode of Eldrum Untold, and thank you very much. All of you who find me your perfect cup of tea, my relaxed way of playing, a little bit of RP, definitely exploring things. I try not to spoil too much of the story. So on my own time, I do a lot of exploring. I look for random battles, things like that. I take care of my inventory management. Of course, there are some times where we have to read some of the lovely story and lore elements. I love every part of this game, including the lore. The writing is perfection, and I really love this game. But for now, we're going to go ahead and rest and speak with our friend Lynn for a bit longer, gather our supplies, select and look through our inventory, maybe swing by a couple of these cities and clear up some of our redundant inventory items. But we shall again play again. Probably the next episode will come up on Tuesday or Wednesday. I am off this week from the gym, and like I said, I have a really cool little week of vacation, so I plan on dropping as many episodes of Eldrum Red Tide as I can, and I'll try to make sure they're a little bit more consistent, perhaps Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, maybe even 4 times a week until we can complete the story. This is just a lovely game, and I want to get as much done as possible in a very consistent fashion. But for now, we're going to go ahead and bookmark it here, and as I say to you, always love yourself, each other, always be kind, and we shall return next time for more Eldrum Red Tide. Have a wonderful, happy holidays, and I'll hear you next time.